Now I'm going to go live on YouTube. Stand by. Wow, it looks like we already had a bunch of people in here. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome. It looks like we already had a bunch of people here in the chat. Who do we have in the chat real quick? John Wayne, welcome. We have John Wayne, Flamingo Jade, which is also on the panel. We got Nick Perry, David Wolf. Well, welcome. Had a great show. Oh, cool. Thank you. Nick Griffith, Bill H, Will Fly, probably more. Jeff is in the house, Eric, and we are live. Welcome, everybody. Tonight, we're just talking about paramotors. And if you guys want to jump in and talk paramotors with us, you're more than welcome to. We are going to talk to Jade a little bit tonight about her new podcast that's going to be coming on. So welcome to the show, everybody. Let's talk about paramotors. Who's had some good flights lately? Who's been on some cool XCs? Let's talk about all that fun stuff. Who's out there? Who wants to talk on the panel?
Well, I can make this short and sweet. I've been not flying. I haven't flown. I haven't flown because the wind's been bad, and yeah, I've gotten about 15-20 minutes since Bad Apples. That's it.
Really? Are you kidding? I didn't know that.
I had to wait for my wing to get inspected, and then when I got it back, it's just been crap. So
Damn,
I haven't flown.
Sucks.
Yes, it does.
Right. About the same for us here in Arkansas. We're, I've gotten a few flights in, hit and miss, but this past weekend, Sean had everybody out at the sod farm, and we really should have showed up at first thing in the morning. I mean, I think we could have flown all day comfortably and it was just a blast.
I think so too. That would have been really good.
I think I got about 4 hours of kiting and about 3 hours of flight in. So it was a good day. It was fun. I needed the boost. I needed the flight. Missed it.
I got a little over an hour worth of video that we've done on Saturday with the students and flying, and we'll be posting that on our private Facebook and Messenger soon. That way all the students will be able to see all the fun that we had. Wish that you all were there, but that's all right. This next weekend coming up, I think it's going to be another good weekend for everybody. Let's see. Brian, hey, Bill Waller. How you been, buddy?
I've been good, man. How about you, Sean?
Man, I tell you what, if I was younger, I'd be doing better. And let me tell you, from sunup to sundown working with students, it can wear you out. I think I've lost weight just by doing all this stuff. It's been great. I've been loving it. Pretty hot. I think it's been 115 degrees with heat index. So yeah, I've been sweating a lot out. I think I've been sweating a lot of fat out, which is, I guess, a good thing for an old grandpa. But what you been up to, Brian?
Oh man, just living the dream, I guess. I'm haven't been able to fly the last few days because of weather. But I have this, the same tropical storm that's been messing a lot of y'all up. It's been messing up for me here too in Alabama. But my starter blew out on my unit the last time I flew it. I filled up the tank because I was taking off in the trike, and I filled that bad boy all the way up to 10 liters for the first time. Took off, not a problem.
Oh, and, good. How long did you fly?
Yeah, for about 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden I felt a pitch. I heard a pitch change in the engine, and I felt a little bit more vibration. So instead of wandering off, I turned and headed back to the LZ and landed quickly. Initially, it looked like my starter pulley had melted to the frame. Sorry, but it turns out that was my rope that had got between there somehow. Something broke with the bearings on it. I haven't taken it apart to evaluate it yet. I've got a new one on the way. Should have it tomorrow. But so anyway, it's down. It happens. I know we all have times when our equipment's down and we can complain about it. Usually the weather's perfect, but this time it's been a tropical storm. So I guess that's a bit of a blessing.
I've had an issue with that too. So what I did is I replaced it with these number 15 pulleys. And you can find these on Amazon, and they work really good. They're metal all the way through, unlike the plastic ones that I had originally.
It didn't come off that pulley. It came off the main pulley that's attached to the crankshaft, and it came on raft around it and around the shaft a few times.
Okay.
So it was causing it to bind up really bad. But anyway, something's broken with it now, because after I got the rope loose, you can take the starter pulley and wiggle it big time. So
I got a video. I had to replace mine. I'll post it so you can take a look, and maybe that might help you. How's that retractor trike been working for you? I think I've been neglecting to ask you. You went to PBG Pirates. Well, what was it called?
Yeah, Red Pill Paramotor is the name of his school that he's got up there in the Tennessee, North Carolina area. And, I trained on his Vertigo, Fly Products Vertigo unit, which is a very robust, good unit. Got A assist and everything, got brakes on the front. Pretty much nailed that. And then got my retractor trike, came home, got a couple taxis in on it and checked my hang points. I had to adjust it because my back wheels were coming up first. I noticed that in one of the taxis when it started to lift a little bit. So then the next morning I went flown it, and I probably did 8 touch and goes on that first flight. It just super easy, really easy to fly. There's a little bit of difference in climb out rate, but I went from flying my Spider foot launching back to my Mojo with the wheels on it. So I went to a slower wing. And I definitely noticed a difference in climb out rate. But the descent rate seemed pretty much the same, coming in and trying to spot land on it. You just need a little bit longer runway, I think, because until you get really good at it, you really want to make sure you're kiting that wing good. And, to do that, you just got to taxi a little further and keep an eye on it a little longer. Make sure that wing is perfectly, stationary right over you. If you don't and it's swinging, well, you can take off in oscillation and swing back down into the ground. I think we've all been to some fly-ins and seen some pretty sketchy trike takeoffs where people, went before they had the wing under control. And that's what I'm trying not to do.
Exactly. Well, it's really cool that you got that retractor trike. That will be really fun to see more videos later on. Who else wants to chat a little bit before we start talking with Flying Flamingo Jade? Linda Anderson. She's our cheerleader. How you been? You're on mute right now. How you been?
I've just intently listened to all the conversations and everything, Good. Had some crazy storms last night, huh?
I think there's been crazy storms all across the United States from what I've heard.
That's probably the first crazy storm that I've seen since I moved in Michigan in February, So this is, I'm like, oh yeah, now I remember these storms. It's crazy. I know it's all good. Everything's going really good.
Well, that's good.
I look forward to my Mondays, and thank you, chatters, for joining our show tonight. Love you guys bunches. Send that out to you. Appreciate them.
Yeah, speaking about all of our chatters out there, I was wondering, you guys that are watching and listening in the chat, if you've had some crazy winds and crazy weather lately, let us know where you're from and what kind of crazy winds you've had. Or if they were amazing, you were able to fly, let us know too, and we can all be jealous. So let's see. JP, what you been up to? You've been flying, right?
Oh yeah, every chance I get. Oh God, that's terrible. There. Every chance I get. Yeah. Which isn't a whole lot. It's not as much as I used to be able to, but typically like once or twice a week maybe. Just trying to not get complacent, trying to keep my skills honed. What was it, last week? I was able to get up to cloud base at just an amazing flight. Had another great one yesterday. Just I would say it was decent. It wasn't great, but I mean, really, anytime we get in the air, I try and be so grateful for it. It was a little bit bumpy and the conditions weren't ideal, but it was still a good day. Didn't break anything. A good takeoff, a good landing. So but I feel blessed most of the time.
So I was wondering, you said that you get up about twice a week. Is that normal? Is that more than normal? Is that less than normal?
I would say I mean, I might go a couple weeks without flying because I'll have like 2 days a week available, and if the weather's shot, then it doesn't happen. But then if there's a weekend with really good weather, I might fly 2 days in a row. So it kind of evens out where I would say I probably on average get a flight a week or two maybe. So
Okay. Okay.
But I really need to start doing what I did last year, and I was taking my gear to work with me and flying before and after work, which was this time of year, which because the days are long, we're able to do it right now. I really need to do that and rack up some more hours.
I wonder, with all the people in the chat, if you could let us know real quick, how many times a week do you get to fly? And are you able to fly in the morning before work and after work like JP? Hey, JP, you're a TikTok guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Any good TikToks that we need to go look at over on your jptulo.com?
I haven't had any big hits recently.
What? TikTok Tulo? No big hits?
TikTok Tulo. That's what they call me. That's what the kids are calling me these days. No, I've kind of leveled out on followers right around 5,300, I think. Which I don't even know if that's a lot. You can't really do anything until you get to 10,000. So, I think like 10,000 TikTok followers is like equivalent to like 1,000 YouTube followers.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, because you get a lot of throwaway accounts and stuff like that, just like, with anything. So,
throwaway.
I don't know. It's still fun though. I just little 60-second videos. Just you don't have to invest a lot of time with it. That's what my issue with YouTube was having to invest so much time into like a 10-15 minute video clip, and then have very little response from it, and it just felt very defeating and stuff like that. And that way, if it happens with a TikTok, it's no big deal. I don't invest a lot of time in it, whatever. I just do it to more so I enjoy more than anything else going back and just watching old stuff from like a year ago and whatever, and just kind of using that as a record of my achievements and stuff throughout the time of my career, which is really cool. So
all righty. We got paramotor calendars, so you can go to paramotorcalendar.com and you can pre-order. We're getting a bunch of them printed up. Matter of fact, hopefully we'll have them pretty soon. So if you want to pre-order, and I think Kent Stamey pre-ordered, somebody else did too, I can't remember. Kent Stamey also donated $20 into the super chat. Thank you very much. He said, "Hello, Parafam." Anything that you donate in the super chat, we turn around and give back to you as cool prizes. Matter of fact, since Kent donated, we're going to give away one t-shirt tonight. So you guys stay tuned for that. We'll be giving that away at about 8 o'clock tonight. Let's see what's going on in the chat real quick. Nick said he flew with Ross the other day. David Wolf said, "I'm looking skinny." Thank you, man. I appreciate it. What else we got going on here? Anything going on that you guys seen in the chat that I need to talk about or we need to say on the air? I just looked over here and it's like just tons of chat, so that's really awesome. I'm really glad that people can chat. Oh, Slow Days is here too. Hey, Slow Days. All right, so let's continue. What else we got going on here?
Mark got the generator going so I could get on.
Oh, well, welcome, Amy. Hello, Mark. How you guys doing?
We're roughing it.
Yeah, with the generator.
Yeah, still no power.
Yeah, roughing it with the generator and the amenities of water and electricity. It must be rough. My dog even said, "Dude, that's rough." So did David. David said that's rough.
Why are you having to use a generator?
We had a storm come through and the power got knocked out and it's still not on.
It only lasted about 20 minutes, and I was in the middle of dough rising for a customer's cinnamon roll order, and we've had no power since 3:30. So, and he decided to turn on the generator so we could have a fan in the
Yeah, I come home from work
room.
and I cure everything.
Aw.
Actually,
Where do you guys come? Where do you guys live?
In Texarkana, Texas.
In Texas.
About 2.5 hours from Sean.
Yeah, they came up and hung with us and flew with us. Actually, both.
Dude, that was awesome. That, hey, short of bad apples, that is just as good, if not better.
It was a great
All we needed was barbecue.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I seen a deer. I think what I came up on was a coyote chasing a small deer. And when I flew over them, the deer went into some high grass. I got it on video. And he bedded down, and the coyote went the other way. And I just kind of followed the coyote like for 2 fields. And then I was like, well, this sucker might collapse. So I better get away from him. So, yeah, it was fun, man.
Sean, are you live right now?
We are live.
Okay, then I can't tell you what Tommy saw.
Yeah, you can.
No, he's recording. It's like a
Yeah, we're recording. We'll that's an after show thing.
Exactly.
So if you guys want to know what's going on, you guys just jump on here at Zoom. We're gonna probably just stay live until after we give away some shirts and some other prizes, and we'll probably just go to the after show and just talk privately, which is more fun, I think. You know, I think so. But yeah, hey, you know what? You guys were there. You said it'd be good if we had the barbecue, but we did have a barbecue, right, Mike?
Yep, for sure did.
Yeah. So
Y'all cook.
do what?
What did you guys cook?
We had
Burgers.
burgers and fries. You missed that.
I'm sorry. We just didn't want to get home at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I know. No. We did that in the morning. We did that for lunch.
Oh, that was for lunch.
Yeah.
So y'all did that before we got close.
Yeah. See,
But
the
see, we
students
would've had
come
to drive
over.
on.
We do all of our, our morning stuff. We do knowledge. We went over airspace. We did a barbecue. We, kicked back and relaxed in the air conditioner because it was getting hot already. And then we went to the sod farm, and then you guys came over. So, you kind of missed the barbecue. But
Well,
It was a
I
full
missed the
day.
barbecue, but the flying was freaking awesome.
the flying was amazing. I love the air. It was so awesome. Real quick, since Mike was there, is your lovely on also, or is it just you tonight?
She's doing another Zoom call right now.
Oh,
Okay.
Laura said hi.
I'll do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So
yeah, I am so spoiled now.
Amy spoiled? Why is
Yeah.
Amy spoiled?
She's spoiled because she did a reverse launch and it was the easiest ever.
I love it more.
Oh, reverses are amazingly easy. I love wind. So give me some wind. Those nil launches, man, they take some skill
Yeah.
and some running.
Yeah, and I've been resting my foot too. So
I'm glad that you're feeling better.
yeah.
So, Mike, you were out there from sun up at 7 o'clock in the morning. We started. The only time that we took a break is when we did the airspace and our burger and fries. How wore out were you after 7 in the morning until what, almost 9 o'clock at night, right?
We got home at midnight, just a little bit before midnight, and we were both exhausted. It was from the training to just the companionship. I mean, we laughed all day. We had a ball all day. We met great people, and it just the whole experience, barring the beautiful kites everywhere, and the flying, being surrounded by people flying, barring all that, it was just amazing.
Absolutely. We had a good picture too. I wonder if I can show that picture of all of us at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, you gotta send
Yeah.
that.
I
Yeah.
like the picture and video you got of me.
Well, of
Most
course.
of my pictures and videos are between your legs.
Hey now.
Hey, after show, after show.
It's flying above me.
So this is after from 7 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night of nonstop kiting, flying. It was pretty awesome. We had a good time, and we also had another good picture too. In the morning, we had Majestic Air, and it was Pooh Bear and Honey Pot. Let me see if I can find that picture real quick. You know what I'm talking about, right, Mike?
I don't know.
That first picture when we laughed our butt off.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. So one of the things that we enjoy doing is it's a lot of work to do what we do. And you guys that have gone to school, it's a lot of work. So this is us after the morning before we went to get some barbecue and cooled off. We had a good time. So there was a joke that was said right before this happened, and that's why she laughed so much.
I'm looking all like movie stars.
What's that?
You kind of look like one of those movie stars out in California with your glasses, your hat kind of tilted with the glasses.
Hey, we are all movie stars, I'm telling you. Yeah, we had a really good time. We enjoyed it.
Hey, Mike, I pushed Mike into the air. He got a little air, didn't you, Mike?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother, for that little flight.
That crap was fun, wasn't it?
It was amazing, dude. I love it every time. It just sinks the hook even deeper.
I know it.
So how many flights has that been for you, Mike?
Well, if you want to count Sunday that we didn't fly, that I went out and flew.
Where it lifted you up a little bit, right?
Yeah, probably about 5 so far.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
5 times with his feet off the ground.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, just 5 feet off the ground, it's amazing. So we're going to be hitting that bunny hill. We got that scooter toe, so we're going to be getting a bunch more air. And that's one of the things that I'm really glad that that our PBG Tommy was able to procure for us was that scooter toe, so we can get the students up in the air, so they can feel what it feels like to go up in the air, get about 500 feet, and come down, get ready to flare, get their 1, 2, 3 and flare and land. I mean, that right there. And the bunny hill. Now, Tommy, you said the bunny hill, we could probably get about 40 feet of air as we were running off that.
Yeah, it's probably 100 yards long. You need a west day for it, but it's perfect for takeoffs and landings, finding your stall point on your wing. Good place to learn.
Absolutely. Is there any way that you could show us real quick the scooter toe since we're on the air? I know that you showed us. I know. Go get your steps.
I got my steps.
I hope you're wearing your Fitbit because, you're doing a lot of walking for us.
You need to get credit for all these steps. That's right.
I know. We'll give you credit. You're able to go up and tow if you want.
Hey, I will tell you this. I'm going to have to say probably not just the highlight, but one of the main highlights is when we first pulled up. I see this guy walking up, and he's acting all excited, and I'm like, who is this? And I looked at Amy, I'm like, who is that? And he's just like shaking his head, and he's like, he can't believe we're showing up. And I get out, and I'm like, are you Tommy? He goes, yeah, man. He goes, nobody told me y'all were coming. I was like, I felt so important at that moment. You just don't know. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the funny
thing. You ever see a man get out of prison? That's what I felt like. I hadn't flown in a long time, man. And there's more people showing up to fly with me. Yeah, I was very excited. Excited.
I can promise you this: after experiencing this, we will definitely be back again.
It was great. The funny thing is, Mark's like, awesome. Who is that? It's like, I don't know, but he sure does act like he knows you.
Everybody knows ParaswagUSA.com.
I have to admit, Tommy is way better looking in person.
Don't lie to people.
That's why
Don't give
I
people
didn't
expectations.
recognize him. I told him, I said, man, I didn't recognize you. You look way different. But I figured it out. He looks better in person. So, I mean,
It's his big ass nose. It doesn't show up too well on screen.
hey, you know what they say about big ass noses?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, here's the scooter toe here. It's just an old scooter, ripped off and said toe on it. It's got a set of pulleys through here. There's the string tied up. I've got another thing that clips in here that helps the string come out, and it goes back to a wheel back here. And there you go. That's it. I mean, it's fairly simple. This is a release. So whenever you need to pull the rope back in, it releases everything to where it'll allow that to spin freely. And yeah, you run it 500 yards out one way or another, and put a pulley out, and that way you could be sitting on it as an instructor with your student right next to you, and you could see them. They don't have to be across the field. You know, you can run it out. You know, I think I've got 2,500 foot of line on it, so getting 500-600 feet in the air and learning launches and landings, it'll be valuable. It'll be very nice to grow the sport too. I can't wait to get as many people in the air as possible.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. Thank you very much for going out there, getting your Fitbit steps and showing us the scooter toe. It'll be really cool to get the students up in the air, and, you know, to just go up and, you know, just practice a little bit and coming down. So I think it'd be really fun. All right. Who else have we not talked to? Will Fly. You jumped in. How you doing, Will Fly?
I'm doing good. I wanted to wish Jade some good luck on her new show. I heard there was a new show
Thank
on
you,
Wednesday.
Yeah, matter of fact, that's what we're going to be talking about here in just a minute. All about her show and when it is, how to get there, and all that fun stuff. Before we do get to Flying Flamingo Jade, is there anything that you guys want to talk about? Was there any questions in the chat? Anything like that before we start talking about something different?
I have a question.
Sure.
Tommy, did you build how did you come up with the toe, the scooter toe? Like, where did you come up with that idea?
Scooter toes have been around for forever. Hang gliding pilots have been using them for years.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and we actually we're using it right now through Buffalo Mountain Flyers. They're one of their safety guys. He keeps it at my house, and I told him, hey, I'm looking into using it a bunch. He said, please get as many people in there as you can. So it was, I want to say that it was made like 10, 12 years ago. A bunch of hang gliding pilots got together and put it together one day. But there are plans for them everywhere. They're used pretty commonly, and from all the way from the 70s in hang gliding.
I've seen very common rigs where they jack up the back of a pickup truck, take one of the wheels off and replace it with a bare rim with a rope on it, and use it as a ski pulling rope. You can pull somebody on a water tube or skis or a knee board, and it usually ends up with somebody wiping out, hitting something, but they're pretty funny.
I was going to say, what could go wrong with that?
That's some redneck stuff right there. I like that.
Yeah, that'll be on whatcangowrong.com for sure. We also had a couple people in the chat donate, so we really appreciate you. Jeff donated $4.99. Jeff, what is your last name? How do you say that? Do you guys know how to say his last name? Jeff's last name? Heinen.
Probably say Heinen.
Heinen.
Yeah.
So he said, never trust, I'll get her there. I must have missed that chat. Do you know what he's talking about, Shane?
Yeah, he's wanting to fly, and I said, why not? And apparently his wife, I'm looking, I can't remember exactly. I believe his wife is concerned with safety. And I simply just said, the sport is as safe as you make it. And I really do stick with that idea. If you go up there and do, so it's Hyman, sorry. He just broke it down for us in the chat. But you know, I mean, people go up all the time and do dumb things, and dumb things happen, but there's also people who go up there not doing anything dumb, and dumb things happen. So it's when you go to school and you learn to fly and they teach you the rights and wrongs of when to fly and when not to fly, that's usually when dumb things happen. So
They say it's like riding a motorcycle, you know. If you go out there and you're doing wheelies and tricks and, you know, weaving in and out of traffic, you know,
doing a wheelie at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Well, that's the difference though, JP, is there's no traffic. You know,
that's
you're
the
in
other
a
thing.
parking.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
in the
I wouldn't say
parking
there's
lot
no
with this
traffic.
thing.
I would say there's very little traffic.
There's very little traffic, but you're in a parking lot with a motorcycle. You can flip it pretty easily, and you can also be very calm and enjoy your ride around the park.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
Have any of y'all ever done a wheelie on a motorcycle at 100?
I've got a few videos on YouTube.
When I had my crotch rocket, it was before video cameras.
Yeah.
Yep, I have it on VHS and Betamax.
What's VHS?
Are you talking about the original Kawasaki Ninja?
Yeah, I had a Ninja. Yeah.
Yeah, they were one of the first street bikes out, man. The big ones.
Was it neon green?
Yeah,
the 80s.
Yeah, had a 600, and that was so fast. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to say how fast or what I was doing. I was always doing the speed limit, and I was doing everything correctly all the time. But on the after show, I might talk to you about, you know, some things that could have happened, you know, if I was younger. So
I had a Ninja back in '88, but it was only a 250, but it was still
a crotch rocket. Yeah,
those little 250s were fast for 250s,
man. I'm gonna tell you what, I got a couple
power to weight ratio.
Yeah, that 0 to 60 time on those 250s, they're about like a Mustang GT, a 5.0. Little Rock has a lot of street racing, so I've seen a lot of guys come out on little 250s with big sprockets, and they don't do but 100, but they'll get there in about 2 seconds.
Yeah, it would top out about 110, but you got there quick.
Yeah, my last sport bike could do 96 miles an hour first gear, man. My mom was happy when I got rid of that one.
Brian, you got me on Facebook. Just look at my videos on Facebook. I think there's still a few videos of me riding around Little Rock being stupid. I was young then, though. Don't judge.
No, I wasn't young. I have no excuse.
Well, at least you never kicked a hay bale while flying a paramotor.
Oh man, I see acro.
I had a buddy who had a Yamaha FJ 1100, and we switched bikes one night, and I rode that thing, and I tried to ride it like I did that 250, and I almost wiped out on it. It wouldn't stop. I got going so fast, we came up on a curve, and I couldn't stop it. It was just wanting to slide. I mean, I got out of it, but I got off of it, and I said, man, I don't ever on something like that. I was probably doing. It was good. It was fun for a minute.
Yeah, they're fast. I mean, after flying paramotors, I don't want a motorcycle. I don't want a four-wheeler. I don't want a boat. I just want paramotors. That's all I want from now on, and that's all I want to do. I don't want anything else. Okay,
that's a very common theme. Most people I hear that get to the paramotors, they got something else they were really passionate about, and they can almost care less about the other now.
The garage door button went off because I was going to just show you this.
What is it?
Been sitting. All the motorcycles, all of them, pretty much dust on them. I haven't touched them. There's a Z1000 right there. Monster. Love it. Cobwebs. There's a Vulcan 1800 right there. Cobwebs. My motor, I put gas through it.
I bet the paramotor's clean.
Man, I just clean. Well, here's my thing is I'll sit there and I'll get the bike ready to go and I'll get it all loaded up and I'll be like, man, it's 110 degrees outside and it's 60 degrees at 5,000 feet.
Yeah. Yep.
It's kind of hard to say I want to go melt on this bike. I kind of might have grown out of it a little. It doesn't pique my interest as much.
So you got some extra engines sitting around you can turn into a paramotor is what you're saying.
Dude,
Oh,
can you
man,
imagine
Hey,
a paramotor
Tommy.
with
To
a
have a
crotch
big wing.
rocket engine?
Tommy, instead of the scooter, let's hook up that motorcycle and use that as a tow. We can get you up to 5,000 feet in 3 seconds, man.
Like, could
We're
you
gonna do
imagine?
like some. Felix Baumgartner's gonna be mad, and we're gonna be breaking world records, getting up as high as he was.
Hey, could you imagine hearing a paramotor going across the sky instead of you're
Yeah, the transmission and everything.
Yeah, you're thinking about towing. Brian's like shifter cart. I'm gonna
Oh,
make a
wow,
shifter
man.
cart trike.
Power shifting.
Hey,
That's great.
hey, in case you guys were wondering, this is my dusty bike that I never ride anymore because I'm paramotoring.
Did you get the starter fixed?
No, I still haven't. I haven't messed with it. I got the car back from the wife, and well, I don't need to worry about this now. So
What is that, Sean?
Shane.
it's a Suzuki Boulevard M50. It's just
Oh,
a
you had
cruiser.
I had a Boulevard. Those are
Go.
great. They're almost like a Harley. They're loud as hell.
Well, I wouldn't say
That's
it's a
what I'm-
Harley.
No, they're loud like a Harley.
It is after I took the baffle out of it.
Loud pipes save lives, Bob.
Yeah. What are you doing, dude? Jack out of the shed. What's wrong with you? Let's go. Jesus.
Jack out of the shed. Okay.
Well, he
Yeah,
wasn't
we-
on the
we
shed,
remember that.
so
At least he's not on the couch, from what
Yeah.
I hear earlier. I
If
missed
Jack-
something.
If Jack was on the couch. Gotcha.
oh,
Well, guys, I really love talking about paramotors, and we all love talking about paramotors. We all get together on Mondays. We talk about paramotors. On Tuesday, we go over to ppgshane.com. We talk about paramotors, which reminds me, don't forget, go over to clearproptv.com if you want to pre-order one of our calendars. Make sure you go there. We got 100 of them coming, and we want to make sure that we can send them out. We're also going to be giving away some on the show, so make sure that you run over to ClearProp TV. Let us know that you are interested. Maybe if you don't want to pre-order, just fill out the form and say, hey, I want some stickers, and I am interested in buying a calendar in the future. Just let us know and say hi to us. We got a bunch of stickers that we want to give away also. Over at PPG Shane on Tuesday, ppgshane.com, we talk about paramotors and cooking and whatever comes up. And then, we had the after. Wait a minute, what was on Wednesday?
was Dave Wolf or
Dave
After dark.
Ruff After Dark, right?
correct?
And so Wednesday is free from podcasts, but it sounds like we're going to have another podcast that's going to take over the Wednesday spot. Jade, Flying Flamingo Jade, is going to tell us a little bit about what she wants to do and the audience that she wants to bring in for her show. Now, Jade, what is your show called and what is it about and how do we get to it?
Hi. I named it Girls Just Want to Fly, and it's going to be Wednesday night starting this week at 7 p.m. Central.
What is it going to be? Yeah, what is it going to be about?
Yep. I am going to have just all girls on it, and I would hope that everyone and anyone that's available can join in on the chat and kind of just help support us, as I'm going to be interviewing like one gal a week. And ever since I made it known on Sunday afternoon, I have had such an outpouring of females contacting me saying they are so happy to hear that I'm doing this.
Now, are only girls allowed to watch, or?
No, no.
Hey, another question. Can Shane join as long as he wears his wig?
Nope.
Yeah, come on.
He's already
Actually-
he knows better.
Actually, what?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, actually, since Bad Apples, I had Cupcake Krista helping me because I started trying to prepare myself with a couple interviews down there, and I had Krista Shane's wife helping me with that, and she came up with a few questions also. So I had asked her if she would like to co-host with me. So it will be Krista and I at this time. And this week I've got a gal actually from Wisconsin that's going to be on to start out.
Well, that's cool. So now, just so everybody knows, you don't foot launch, you trike. Is that correct?
Correct. I only trike because I've had numerous knee surgeries and I need a new knee. And I did do a tandem before starting my lessons, and I was kind of freaked out about that. Granted, I survived, but I was still wearing my knee brace and everything, because otherwise sometimes I feel like I'm going to be like DP.
Yeah, speaking about DP, I think he said that he won't be able to join us tonight, which is sad. Wish that you were here, DP. Hope everything's going well. Now, because you only do the trike thing, does that mean that this is all about trikes, or is this all about flying? Is it paramotors, or is it any ultralight?
It's going to be anything, everything. I want to kind of commingle it as a night, something like what we're on right now, and a nice, comfy, informal night of like what Shane does. Kind of blend it all together. I am telling the gals we'll just make it like it's just you and I talking. Down at Bad Apples, I talked to someone and they had said, Leah Catello, actually, I talked to her and she said she didn't want to do anything with me there on the spot, and she would be willing eventually to do one on Zoom, just a recording. And if somebody wants to do that also for another night, and talk about what they fly, heck, if they skydive, I think us girls and all you guys would love to hear, some of that. It's just, anything interesting, air-wise, I'm game to hear your stories.
Okay.
And a bonus footage. Well, actually, it won't be bonus footage, but during Jade's show, the payback of me banging on the window, I will be getting my wife a beer when she bangs on the window now.
Yes!
I have been informed.
Nice.
And then we want to see you crawling behind the couch.
Hey, we got to see him wipe out too, right?
What's
When he
that?
comes in, remember when she wipes out coming
You
in the
fell.
back door? We need to see one of those.
Oh yeah, we can do that. We can screen share that.
We need to get like a bloopers clip of this. Like these are a few times now. We could have a little reel.
So we're gonna make it real. That's good. I like that. Hey,
Maybe that should be the new name.
I think having Shaynette would be a good idea though.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's on vacation for a while.
So how do we how do we get up with you? Like, let's say that some ladies would like to get up with you and be on your show or learn more about it. Do you guys have a Facebook or a email or something that people can get up with you?
Yeah, you can reach me at my Facebook at Jade Lear. You can private message me, or you can go on to search paramotorgirl.com or Flying Flamingo Jade on YouTube and check that out, and then it should direct you to to my spots. Shane, I hate you.
What was that, Shane? All we saw was your little noggin pop up going, hey.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
See, that's why she doesn't want any guys on her show, because we're just
exactly.
We're just
That's negative. I've been nothing but positive and reassuring.
He's probably knocking on the window here.
I just opened my first one. I literally just got my first one. I've been drinking soda all the way up until 8:40.
I tried it a minute ago. Nobody showed up with a beer yet.
Teach Red to go get you a beer.
I think Shane is the only one with the magic knocking window or doors. Like I knock over here, nothing. So I don't know.
Mark doesn't have to talk. He just says, "Hey."
What?
I say please.
No, first it's
I say, ma'am, may I have something?
Yeah, right.
Man, may I have whatever.
you can say, ma'am, ma'am.
I think George, Mark George, I think that we know you too well, and come on.
Hey Jade, I want to say that Amy was bragging on the wine yesterday, and she is trying to recruit as many wine bottles as she can.
Oh, that's right. I guess Flying Flamingo Jade is going to be drinking wine with her pair of peeps too. Is that one of the things y'all going to be doing?
Yeah, we might have to loosen up a little bit.
Hey, Jade, why haven't you done a how to make wine video?
Because the wine that you gave us was really amazing. So.
Yeah, but you don't want to give your secret away either.
No, you don't.
No, I know her secret is she washes her feet first.
Yeah.
She stops on the break.
Yeah, but Eric,
You think I do?
Oh, that's what that flavor is. Okay.
Right.
Eric.
That would be so awesome if she could sell her own wine one day and the Flying Flamingo label.
Right.
You could
Kinda
sell
like-
that.
It's awesome. It's like some of the best stuff you could make. Bang.
Oh, thank you.
I drank it.
Kind of like the label or the bottle that Mark McElroy gave me down at Bad Apples. It was pink flamingo or something vodka. It was awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Speaking about vodka, her wine that she had, I tell you, it had such a kick. Just a little tiny drink of this wine, and you felt like you downed a couple shots of vodka. It's like, whoa, what you put into this? This is some good.
Some of us didn't have time to enjoy wine. We were too busy slaving over a pit boss to cook for the masses.
And it was delicious, and we definitely appreciate you.
Hey, Jade, listening
Yes.
to you about the show and everything, it made me remember about how on our Paramotor Fly Girls group, we were talking about doing all women's flying. Might want to bring that up.
Right.
Are you doing an all women's fly-in?
Heck yeah, baby.
Hey, we won't fly over.
We won't crash the
Didn't
party.
you say we're having all Dan Field, the all girls flying? I think so.
Did
Wait
you
a minute.
see me driving the triple decker down to Georgia by myself?
Has there ever been a all women's fly-in before, or will this be a new world's record for Jay?
That would get crashed. That would so get crashed. I mean, if nobody on this panel or in this show went, somebody else would. I can promise you that.
No one's going to find out. I will have code words like, hey, I'm going to go visit so-and-so. And no one will know the location. They'll just think we're at someone else's house.
I know what it is. We're gonna go drink some of this wine, and we're just gonna kick back and chill, and that's all we're gonna do, right? I know.
Yep.
Hey Jade, what's Eric's
what?
part in all this?
He is gonna just sit back and be a moderator also, along with Shane.
What I don't get to?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. You said
You
just Shane.
didn't join. Well, you didn't join and get a blue wrench thrown at you last night, like Shane did between the eyes last night.
I was talking some smack. Next thing I know, ting! I got a blue ring.
Jade, who's going to
Between
spin
the
the
eyes.
wheel?
What's that?
Who's going to spin the wheel?
Well, we don't have a wheel, but we do want to say thank you very much, Geriatric PBG. She donated in the super chat, and we also got Shannon West donating the super chat. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. And what we'll do is, unfortunately, we only have 14 likes. What happened? We have only 22 people. I think we need to up those likes to maybe at least 22. Come on, help us out, guys. That really helps a lot. Who wants a shirt? Does anybody in the chat want a shirt? Because if you guys don't want a shirt, then we aren't going to, do this. Thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up. I see JP2. Kent Stamey. See. Who else we have? Oh, Jim CR 120 is in the chat. Welcome. Mark H. PBG Trike Jockey is there also. Who else is in the chat that we have? Oh, Yankee Paramotor. Bill H. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody?
Shannon West.
Shannon West. She's on the panel too. Hey Shannon, you're on the panel. How you doing?
How are you in 2 places at one time?
Is that crazy or what? So let's see. Bill said, "Be right back." No, you don't want no shirt. Jeff says, "I do." Safe Flight PPG in the house said yes. Shannon West said yes. That's it. We just want those couple people. That's it.
Mark.
Oh wait a minute, Mark A. Oh, Mark. Oh, that's okay. That's Mark.
Come on, get with the program.
I saw Mark H. George. I'm like, okay. Mark A. George. Nick says yes. Flying Flamingo
Fly, baby,
says
fly.
yes. Fly Baby Fly said hello. Fly Baby Fly, do you want a shirt? I need another shirt, says Kent Stamey. I'll save you shipping costs. Oh, Dragon Campers, that's so funny. He's right here. What's up?
That's hilarious. Man, we got 25. We got 25 people watching and 23 thumbs up. Good job, guys.
PPG
Sean, I got to
fixed it.
tell you,
Yes.
I like the lanyard that I got from you. I finally put it on and I use it while I'm flying, and I try to do my Facebook Lives with it.
Oh, great. Because you're doing Facebook Lives in the air when you're flying?
Yeah.
That's
and then I did one on,
awesome.
oh, I got to tell JP, TikTok. I did a live on TikTok the other night and I got a diamond. I don't know what that means, but I got a diamond.
Yeah, I don't know what that. I think I read somewhere that maybe
like,
it's equivalent to money.
Yeah, like a half a penny or something, probably.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Cash it in.
Yeah.
You probably can't cash it in until you get 1 million of them, though.
Right.
Oh, and also last week on episode 76, we had mainly Paramotors win DP1 shirts. They haven't been sent out yet, but we will send them out tomorrow, along with whoever wins tonight. How do we want to do this, since we don't have the spinning wheel of winning things? How do we want to give away a free shirt? How are we going to do this? Anybody have any ideas on the panel how we're going to give away a t-shirt since we don't have the spinning wheel?
Do a survey.
Give it to me. Pick a number between 1 and 3.
No.
Hey, what about a trivia question in the chat or something?
Yeah,
Oh.
just like a quiz show.
I got a question here.
So real quick, so everybody is up to date. Refresh your browser real quick so everybody's up to speed. We don't have anybody lagging. We'll wait a couple of minutes so you can refresh real quick. That way everybody's on the same page, literally. While they are refreshing their page, let's figure out how we're going to do this. We're going to do a trivia question. We want to do some knowledge. What do you want to do?
What about what's the name of Jade's show going to be on Wednesday nights, 7 o'clock Central Time?
Well, it's easy. We can see it right there. She didn't take it down yet.
What's the name of the wine? Or what was the name
Hang on.
of?
If we gotta write it down in the chat before so everyone has a fair chance at what
Oh
before
yeah,
you
yeah.
say it.
Okay, yeah. So that's a good idea. What we'll do is we'll figure out what the question is going to be because we have a chat here, right? So let's look at our Zoom chat real quick and figure out what we want to ask, and then we'll ask it as we type it in the chat. That way, everybody in the chat will see it right away. Even if they don't hear it right away, they'll have the same amount of time to answer. And the first correct answer that pops up will win a t-shirt. Do we want to do that one that's in our Zoom chat?
Don't do Will Flies, please.
Oh no.
That was just an example. We certainly can. Dude, what do you want?
How do you
On my
know he
face.
has a tattoo there, bro?
Hey, when you go to the after show, you find out things that you just didn't know about.
Inside information, man.
Oh,
We did spend the night in a camper with him. I know that much.
Yeah.
It's a butterfly.
It's a butterfly.
It's a butterfly. He calls it a flutterby, but we all know.
Maybe it's a dolphin. Maybe it's a little paramotor or something. A little paramotor guy on his butt.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of Zoom chat questions. Will, is there anything that you want to put in the Zoom chat? Don't put it in the YouTube chat. Put it in here and see if there's anything. So there's one from Shane. That's a good one. One from JP. That's a good one. Is there any other question that we might want to ask? How to get to the show on YouTube? You go to ppggrandpa.com or iflyparamotors.com. Still, once again, I cannot believe no one had iFly Paramotors. Every time I talk to someone, it's like, hey, iFly Paramotors. Why don't I get a shirt that says iflyparamotors.com? I'm designing it now. It's really cool. All right, what else we got? Oh, that's a good one, Brian.
I mean, it's just a general paramotor.
That
question.
is yeah, I like that. Okay, that's good because that is paramotor related. The other ones are cool.
Thanks, Brian.
And Will Fly, that's a good one. Yeah, no kidding, Shannon and Mickey. I know. I think everybody knows that one because Tucker did a video on it. What do you think, guys, as far as these questions that popped up? I'm thinking Brian's is number one so far.
I got another one.
Okay. If you guys are listening to this and you want to get some free stickers because you're listening to it after the live show, go to clearproptv.com, fill out that little form, let us know that you would like some free stickers, and we will send them to you through the mail absolutely free. Free means free. Yeah, I like Brian so far. What do you think?
Which one? The second one?
Wait a minute. The second one. Oh, no, I like that first one because that one right there. I think I think that one will work. What do you think, guys? That first one. I think we'll do that one real quick. Let me copy it so I can paste it into the
about pulling.
Yeah. All right. Is that good? We'll do a poll. All
Let's
right.
do it.
We're okay. So we did a poll and we came up with A, and that's the one we're going to use. Maybe it's B or C. We don't guys
want to
know.
type the answer that we're going to accept in the chat as well.
Yeah.
He didn't write the answer to it, which
Well,
I know what
all right. Let me type it in.
I know what I would say the answer is, but it might be different from what you say. You know what I mean?
So now, do we have to take a poll
said?
if we agree with the answer?
There's the answer. Is that what you would say?
we can accept that, from TikTok too low,
Okay. Okay. So we got a question that we've all determined is a very fair one. Anybody that in Dragon Campers, you if you saw this, you can't. Okay. So here we go, guys. I'm going to ask the question and I'm going to paste it into here. Whoever gets these correct or this correct first wins a free shirt that we'll send you. To claim this shirt, all you have to do is go to clearproptv.com, fill out the form, and let us know that you answered this correctly in episode 77. Is everyone ready? Here we go.
People are answering already.
14.5. Well, yeah, that's so here we go. Yankee Paramotor just said 14,500 MSL. He wins. What just for fun, what is the question?
Airspace.
The question is airspace. What is the highest that airspace G will go to in the United States? The highest that it'll go to is 14,500 feet in the West. Smart people. All right, here we go. This is the question, guys. Ready? Here we go. and I'm going to send it as soon as I say it. Which risers do you pull to do big ears? Which risers do you pull to do big ears? Whoever puts the correct answer in the chat first wins a free t-shirt.
Pineapples.
Pineapples? That's it. You pull the pineapple ones.
Outer.
Outer what?
Oh, you gotta be more specific. Oh, I think Ken Stamey's the first one to say it.
Kent Stamey got it, looks like to me.
Yeah, he's the first one to put them together.
Ken Stamey said outside A's. That's correct. Outside A's. Nick was just a hair behind.
Hey, Nick, I wouldn't be pulling those inside A's trying to do big ears, by the way.
No,
don't tell him that.
That's your frontal collapse right there.
Man, Nick Perrin said putter A.
He said what?
He said putter A twice. Man, I think that was a
he did say
autocorrect.
putter
Oh,
A.
he meant to say outer.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he did say outer. He just didn't put it together.
Oh man.
Ooh.
I saw the two different Nicks there, one with the A and then one with the other, and I just there's two different people. I didn't see the one above it.
Man, he was really I think
Also, guys in the chat, if you're wondering why we are laughing, the other answer that would have been acceptable was maybe.
Wow.
Whoa.
What was that?
Dude, somebody just jumped on here. We don't know. All right, so can you
All right. Can someone remove him, please? Someone remove him and block him, please.
Days of killing Jews, never lose, never choose to lynch Jews do something.
Mute him. Mute him and remove him, please, somebody.
Yeah. Nigger babies, I don't give a fuck. Stick it up the butt. Did I not get carried? Bang every porch.
I'm sorry about that.
So
Some people,
somebody
man.
hacked our Zoom meeting.
Yep.
Well, because we put it in there, that's the first time we actually been hacked.
Yeah.
And that really sucks. But
You know, to kick him right out.
yeah, and I didn't know how to kick him out, but now I do. Like I said, that's the first time, and we never had that before.
No.
How did you kick him out? And are we able to do it if we're a moderator?
No, I need to give you guys co-hosting permissions before we start, and then you just click send them to the waiting room.
Because he was able to continually unmute himself over and over and over.
Yeah. Well, apparently either we're that big and awesome, or he was just trolling. Well, that's sad that there's people out there that
before we were so rudely interrupted, I said reason why we were all laughing in the chat is JP said he would have also accepted baby A's.
Baby.
Great. I'm gonna call them baby A's for the rest of my life.
I want to call them wingtip Tulo.
Ooh, wingtip Tulo.
I saw someone posted it. Someone said that earlier, so I just wanted to. I didn't come up with that, just so y'all know.
Niggers, fuck
Oh,
Oh,
you're
really?
kidding.
Back.
He's back.
So he's going to keep coming back because he's got the code unless we change it somehow.
Yep. That sucks. I tell you what we'll do is we'll say goodbye to everybody. We'll send out Kent Stamey that shirt. We appreciate you. And what we'll do is I'm gonna have to write these names down and
Hey, can you not go in your settings real quick on Zoom and put guest go into the back room or what have you?
yeah, I can. It just takes some time. Do you guys want to still talk about paramotors?
Yeah, man. I don't
All
want
right.
something like that to ruin our night.
All right, let me go ahead and change that setting. I'm really unbelievable. I mean, I cannot believe that someone would do something like that. I mean, really,
I
what's
bet none of the other paragliding podcasts have people hacking their pages.
I know. I wonder who that is. Probably somebody that, you know. Oh yeah, let me give Shane. Shane, are you on? Who's on a computer that can remove people?
I'm on a computer, but I can't remove people.
Well,
Yeah,
who's on
I'm
a
on a
computer?
computer.
Who's on the computer? You
Waller.
are. All right, you got co-hosting. Who else is on a computer? Jamie. Okay, you're a co-host also. That means that you can go to his screen, hit those three dots on the right side, and hit put in waiting room. If they pop back on. Anybody else on the computer that can help me out?
I'm on a computer.
All right.
Okay, so I see up at top now it says Alyssa entered the waiting room, admit or view. I should be admitting her.
No, don't admit him. No, that's the
so
main
Alyssa, that's that person.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
they can just stay in that waiting room until they hacked again.
Yeah.
But if they do pop back on, just hit the three little dots on the right hand side, and then go down to put in waiting room.
Okay.
Unbelievable. I cannot believe that. Hey, that reminds me. You guys have has this happened to you or any other? I've heard about this before. I have heard about it.
I've never heard that or seen it.
I never thought.
Oh, this is extremely common. As soon as COVID hit, man, and all the schools started doing Zoom meetings and stuff.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, all kind of classrooms were having problems with their Zoom meetings, where outsiders were breaking in, disrupting the meetings and stuff, and doing stupid things like this guy was just doing.
Now that you mention it, there is a couple of TikTok channels that are devoted to people who crash Zoom meetings. Usually it's more comedic than what this guy's doing. This guy's just being vulgar for the sake of being vulgar, but
he's being evil.
Yeah.
I guess I'm glad I missed it. I just got on here from another Zoom meeting, so
yeah.
Say that's
You didn't miss nothing.
Jamie just showed up after this guy left.
And glad that you joined us because I just put a the waiting room on, so now people have to go to waiting room before. Oh, you know what? I put it out there publicly on our on Paramotor.
Yep.
Don't do
Chats.
that. Oops.
I sure did. I sure put it out there for everybody.
Well, who would have thought that would have happened? You know. Yeah.
Hey Jamie, did you get a workout yesterday?
mercy. Saturday I did.
Saturday. I meant Saturday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time. I have a couple of little love bites here.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
Memories.
I love it.
Forgot how to block people.
It don't hurt my feelings any at all. Hurts my arms a little bit, but it don't hurt my feelings none. I've been on cloud 9 for 2 days.
Hey, that's
and
a good
I ain't
place.
touched the clouds yet.
That's awesome.
Cloud 9 is a good place. They fixed my wings a lot.
Well,
in Utah, right?
Cloud 9 are they in Utah?
I think so. Utah, something like that.
Huh. I don't know.
I could be wrong.
Right above cloud 8's all I know.
Got to stay clear of them.
John?
Hey, Jamie.
Yes.
Whenever Mark's been playing my video, they hear you shouting and they think it's me. But they can hear.
If it's a big mouth, it's usually me.
And I'm like, no, I'm right up the ground.
I'll tell you what everybody.
No, you were focused.
She was. I'll tell you what they've been laughing at though, and about a lot of my friends, is when she said, "Don't you start my ass."
I swear to you, in my mind, I said, don't start my engine. Don't you start I had no clue that we played it back. I didn't say engine. And now I know why I said it, because you can't hear it in the video before, but he said, hey, you want me to come up and start you? And I said, no. The next thing I know, he's running up next to me, and that's when you hear me say that in the video, because we were on comms and he was not next to me the first time I said no.
That was quite possibly the coolest thing I've seen so far.
We were laughing on the way home that Shane was going to be telling you guys, Mark and Amy, whatever they did, do not do what they do. Yeah, Sean. Did I say Shane? Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. I'm acting like Mark. Shane, Sean.
Yeah, that's what she said, Sean. She said they're gonna be telling Jamie and Mike, okay, I wanted these guys to come over so you guys would know what not to do. Okay. Do not follow anything that they did.
And when your husband flies over, you don't jump up to touch his foot.
Yeah, I caught that one too. Yeah.
Hey, Sean, she said you gave her a little dirty look when she did that.
Boy,
No, I yelled at her.
you got in trouble.
I yelled at her. Yes, absolutely. I yelled at her.
Daddy, look.
Oh, fun police.
And I believe that Amy's reaction was.
It's all fun and games till somebody loses a finger.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until somebody has a digit missing.
Well, I know I'm short enough. There's no way I was going to reach that high. It was just
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty low.
Yeah, but I'm still too short. That's the whole part about it.
Anyway, Sean, that was awesome, dude. I want to come back. Tommy, that was freaking awesome.
Yeah, let's definitely. We need to maybe go up to Sean's neck of the woods next time. That flight over to Pettigene and back. It's amazing. It's a good little cross country too.
I think he tried to make it with me one day, but he decided to land in some corn cobs.
Yeah.
And shake out his leg or something. I forgot what it was, but
yeah, I tried to go to Pettigene once.
Another destination, Tommy.
Yep.
Hey, there's a question in the chat to the show from Jim CR120. Says if you count PPG flights, do trike flights count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
The pirate says, respondent says, I don't care what they say on Facebook. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime you're getting in the air, you got to count it. As a pre-flight pilot, I'm sitting here thinking I could get 20, 40 hours a year if I go every Saturday, but with the paramotor, trike, whatever it is, they still consider that hours in the seat. You can go back to the mountain. Those skills transfer over. I would imagine trike, same thing.
I keep a separate logbook for fixed wing aircraft than I do for my paramotor. But now that I just started flying trikes, I'm keeping the same logbook for paramotors as I am for foot launch as I am trike. But I'm making a note of whether or not I have my wheels on when I fly. But I think the one thing that some people count differently than others is do you count, like, if you take off once and you fly for an hour and you do 7 touch and goes, is that one flight or is that 8 flights?
That's by the number of landings.
Yeah.
Well, there's a challenge out there to fly your age. Have you not seen that? And basically what they count as a flight is a takeoff, a full rotation, come back and land, take back off, full rotation. And the challenge is you do that the number of times of your age.
Does your wing have to hit the ground or just your feet have to hit the ground?
That's the huge difference.
You have to relaunch the wing.
Yeah.
To relaunch the wing.
Yeah.
So the trick is to do that on a nice, steady, windy day.
Yeah,
so you can reverse launch it. Yep.
Do you have to kill the motor too?
Did they kill the motor?
That. No, that's bad. That's bad for your motor. Like, you're gonna start wearing out parts. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think they killed the motor.
No.
And what period of time does it have to be done?
That?
I think just in a day, right?
No, you have
One
to
day.
you have to do it within a day. Yes.
Oh, so an 80-year-old has to do 80 and a 20-year-old has to do 20? That sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds
what I was thinking.
logical.
Hey, all it does, hey, just think about it. If that 80-year-old hits 80, how much recognition is he gonna get?
Yeah.
He ain't gonna get any because he won't be turning 81. I can tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. It'd kill me for sure.
He's going to get a lot of recognition in the obituaries.
Not doing what he loved.
John Wayne.
Yeah, I can see it now. The first 65 flights that day, he did fine, but it was flight number 66 that killed him. You know.
And you can't fly half of your age just to feel younger.
But that is a good question. You know, when you say that you have taken a flight, does that mean that you set up your wing, launched, went someplace, came back and landed and put the wing back down? Was that one flight? You know, or is it touch and go? Is that considered, a flight every time that you touch and go? You know, there's a lot of questions that I've heard over the years of what is considered a flight. So here's a good poll for everybody in the chat and on the panel. What is considered What is considered a flight? And should we count touch and goes as touch and goes, but not flights?
I'd like to hear Will's, because he's an instructor, and I would like to hear his input on this.
Well, I mean, I'm a fixed wing instructor. Yeah. Touch and go. I mean, you fly in the airplane, that's the easy part. The hard part's, landing. So the more practice you get and landing, that certainly counts. So if I had a student that went out and did 10 touch and goes, those were 10 landings. But I mean,
with fixed wing, now compare that to
wing.
A paramotor. We have an inflatable wing that has to lay down and inflate. Would you consider that different?
I don't really know. I mean, I would probably not consider it different in my logbook, because I mean, to me, I'm getting the practice of landing, and still the practice of the actual launch. I mean, you're talking about doing it on a, reasonably, with some reasonable wind, right? So how difficult is it to do a reverse launch?
I got a question for you guys. Do you guys keep up with I keep up with the hours on my motor, but I have no clue how many flights I have anymore.
Not anymore, I don't.
Yeah, me either.
I
Not a
keep
clue.
track of all that.
I think I kept up till about 48, 49. And then it was just, a day of flying with Sean, we could take off 3 times, 4 times, and then come back and do 5 or 6 touch and goes. And then does a foot drag count?
I used to start Skyfly High on my phone every time and just let that keep track of it for me. But so many times lately, I've just completely forgotten to start the app. So it's like,
like Mark pulled up and he was like, got his motor and wing out and just started flying. I didn't turn my helmet on. I didn't put my GoPro on. I just was like, all right, let's fly. Let's do this. So I keep up with the hours on my motor because of maintenance, but as far as flights, I don't really keep up with them. I was just wondering if you guys did.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
It may be unnecessary too, but I mean, the flight instructor, I mean, I log everything.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I got a log book. It takes 5 seconds to do it at the end of each flight. It's easy.
Do you use a Garmin watch, Brian?
No, man, I got a paper logbook I keep under the seat in the zipper pouch.
Right.
That I fill in. But no, I don't use Fly Sky High or any advanced technology, I guess, besides GoPros.
I do like the Fly Sky High, Will, because it's easy. You just bring it up, push the button.
Well, yeah, no, what I do I don't know if you can see, I mean, I just push this button twice, and as soon as I take off, it starts, doing its thing.
Now, I'll tell you this, I did RC for just over 20 years, and there's guys in RC that actually keep logbooks on every one of their little airplanes.
Yeah, really?
They are, but you know what? A lot of those guys are ex-pilots out of the service and stuff. So I mean, it's just what they do.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised.
Go ahead, Brian.
I mean, that's kind of something that was still you were seeing something that came out of the military. I know my dad, he served, and that's kind of probably where I get it from. As he flies, he keeps up with everything, maintenance wise, flights wise. My granddad, every time he changed a battery in a smoke detector, he stuffed a piece of paper in there with it, with the date on it. That's
a good idea.
So I mean, just my family logs everything. It's in my genes.
Never thought of it, but I guess you could use a Sharpie and put that on your 9-volt. What day that you put it in? That'd be interesting. I think it'd be more interesting to know because when it chirps, I replace it. You know. In the chat, let's go ahead and answer a couple. Let's go ahead and see a couple things. It looks like CT Fly said, Sean, are you going to do a group flight and try to fly 3 states at Moonshiners? Absolutely. Walter from Down Under said, every minute and every flight is counted in the logbook. Jim CR120 said, where was it? If your wing hits the ground, it's a flight. Slow Day says if a wing hits the ground, it's a flight. Let's see.
I have a quick question. What about people who do tandems? Does that count as a flight?
Taking a tandem?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? You flew.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking.
Her is a little bit different because she flew with Matt, and Matt gave her the throttle and the brakes.
And I
so
flew
she
him
actually
around.
flew.
Yeah.
I think a flight has to be considered. You took off and you landed, though. Like,
I'm thinking with students, though. With students, they are allowed to say that I took a flight, towing, tandem, and all that before their solo. Okay, so before your solo, you can say I've taken X amount of flights, but once you hit your first solo, then that's where your flights actually start as a pilot.
May I respectfully disagree?
I think that students should be able to say that they've taken flights. Because
I think that I agree with you. I agree with you on the towing because everybody considers in pre-flight everywhere. If you tow, that's considered a flight. I think Britton even told me he considers if you get 40 seconds of air time on a training hill, he considered that a flight. But as far as a tandem goes, I think really launching and landing are the hardest parts of this. And if you're not the one doing it, you don't have the experience on that flight of those two things.
Okay.
Well, what do you guys think? Before as a student you take your first solo, you can say that I have done X amount of flights because you're in training or you've went on a tandem and it's like this got me hooked, or I went down to Bunny Hill and I got 60 seconds of airtime. I think any type of airtime that you get, you can say a flight.
I'm gonna have to side with Tommy on this one.
Yeah,
but once
actually flying it?
But once you are a pilot and you've taken your first solo, all those flights don't count anymore. That only counts before you solo as a pilot.
I think it's all in how you say it. I think you can say I went for a flight. I went for a ride, but it's almost like you're taking credit for the takeoff and the landing when you didn't,
As a pre-pilot though, students that are getting some airtime, I mean that right there is exciting. Let me tell you,
I'm not
getting
trying
some
to
air
take
up there
away.
was like he was excited. I'm like, go ahead and count that, because before you take your solo, count it. I don't care. But after your solo, that's all in the past. That doesn't count anymore.
Yeah, the only reason I say that is because I know that towing, you have to have a certain amount of flights to get certain your P1, P2, P3, and with those number of flights, they do count tows as a flight. You are taking off and landing yourself, so that is I completely consider that a flight. But Britain wouldn't let me take 20 tandems and get my B license.
No, this is not for licensing. This is for
students, I know. That's
mental bragging rights that, I went on a tandem, I went on, I did a bunny hill. I caught some air, here, or I got a tow and I got some air. That is great. I mean, that's good focus. You're happy, you're hooked, to becoming that pilot, and you're hooked to go and do even better so you can do your solo.
Well, we got somebody in the chat that made a statement. Mr. Kyle Mooney, he said, technically speaking, you could tow at 2 a.m. It's actually legal since you're attached to the ground. So with that being said, if you're being towed, you're attached to the ground, so you didn't technically leave the ground.
Not necessarily, because then you release that.
You pin off.
No, you don't. No, you don't pin off. There's like the scooter tow. You don't pin off. You just keep on going straight. You go up. You know.
We have Kyle Mooney in our chat.
Yeah. Hey, Kyle Mooney.
Yep.
What's up, brother?
What's up, dude?
If you're still attached, to the ground, then you didn't actually leave the ground.
No, you left.
Yeah.
Well, Amy's got about 50 flights because I've seen her pulled off the ground in Landa at least 50 times when she was learning how to fly.
Yeah.
Ask, when Mark pushes people's booties and they get airtime, does that count as a flight?
Do what?
Sure.
Say it one
why
more time.
not?
Say it one more time.
That counts as a field.
People and has them run and he pushes their booties and they get in the air. Because I'm a Southern girl and I say booties. So anyway, that counts as an airtime flight.
Before your first solo, and I'm not talking about ratings, I'm just talking about students being hooked and telling other students, what kind of airtime they got. I think anytime your feet leave the ground, when you have a paramotor wing above your head, is bragging rights to get air. Just because it is neat, it's interesting, but no, not for any ratings, not for your PPG-1 or anything like that, not for your P2. It's not rating, it's just neat before you take your solo. That's all
I think if you watch a JP Tulo TikTok, that counts as a flight. So get on TikTok, search for JP Tulo. If you watch me take off and land, you count it.
JP knows how to plug his crap, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shameless.
Only if it's only if there's a cat in the video.
Yeah. You guys stay tuned. I'm gonna parachute a cat from
Oh no!
We're gonna do it.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
trying to think of how I can tie paramotoring and cats together because it's like two separate worlds. But
take the cat up and then launch him with the little parachute.
that's what I'm doing. Yeah, with those like
that
army
would
guy
be-
parachutes.
But
You're
also
out there on.
put
You're out-
a GoPro on the cat's helmet.
Ooh, that's good too on the cat.
Out there on the West Coast, you're going to have protesters in the front yard.
Peter's gonna be
No,
on.
see what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap it out for like a stuffed animal cat at the last minute, and do some crafty footage, like some cameras,
Guys,
tricks.
I'm gonna give you a public service safety announcement real quick. If you ever do throw a little parachute or anything off of your paramotor, I thought one time base jumping it would be fun. I had this little stuffed gorilla. I was gonna throw him and I was gonna circle around him and land. I lost all altitude awareness completely. Oh my gosh. And it was so, and next thing you know, I'm in a tree thinking, that was the dumbest thing. How did I lose so much altitude so quickly? So be careful if you throw your cat off watching them go down, don't hit a tree.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Tagline: no animals were harmed in the making of this.
Hey, Shane.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so you say, okay, so if you're tethered, so you don't think that you actually left the ground, but technically we're all tethered by gravity, so maybe none of our flights count.
Can you touch gravity? No, you could touch a tether line though.
I don't know, man.
Now we're grasping at strings.
That sounds like something only someone from North Carolina would say.
Yeah.
Oh. First in flight? Is that the state you're talking about?
Birthplace of aviation. Aviation.
You know what we should do real quick in the chat is like everybody in the chat just type whatever you think. You think Ohio or North Carolina was first in flight? Go ahead and just put in the chat what state is first in flight. Come on. Let's let the chat people tell us who is first in flight. Ohio or North Carolina. Let's see what the chat fills up to be. I see Will Fly NC, North Carolina. There's one. What else?
JP.
Hey, I just put a question in the Zoom chat. Take a look at it, Sean.
Yeah, I was just about to ask the same question.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'll be back.
Somebody
How about
recruited
that?
somebody else the other day, and it turned out they were butt deleting him because they had a wrench on accident. And
Yeah, I was thinking that because I looked up in the chat. There's nothing inappropriate. So
What happened?
so Mark, if you're listening, you're deleting somebody's comments.
Oh,
yeah, I did that to Bill the other day.
Sorry, Kyle. Like, it's not on purpose, I'm sure.
Walter says Australia.
For everybody that's in the chat, somebody actually, must have accidentally, every time they comment, it says that it's being hidden. So we accidentally muted one of you. Sorry.
Oh, that was Mark, right? Mark, we're gonna have to retrieve your blue wrench real quick.
You've been rescinded.
You are no longer a certified mechanic.
All right. Mark, we removed your your certified blue wrench. You're probably walking with your phone in your pocket again.
No, we are on the laptop and we haven't touched anything.
Not you. There's other Marks in the world.
Yeah, you're not the only Mark. Mark McElroy.
It's all about you, Mark.
Why is it only Kyle's though?
Well, he's walking and his butt only shakes so much. Looks like he was unhidden by Jim CR120. Yay! So he's good.
Thank you, Jim.
Who the hell is Kyle Mooney? Says Kelby Cox.
Funny.
Bill H said, "Ohio is the birthplace of first aviators."
So, Will, I do have a question on the flight log and counting as a flight. So, when a glider is pulled up with another airplane, is that counting as a flight for the glider?
Of course it does. Who's going to land that glider? Who's in charge of bringing that glider down?
Gravity.
And being able to safely use it.
That's why I think you have to be pretty strict. Like, I don't know, with skydiving, there's certain, accelerated free falls and this and that, but they wouldn't consider your tandem as an accelerated free fall flight just because I guess more mentally you need that responsibility in your head, knowing I'm responsible. I'm the pilot and control and command. I took this flight. Airtime, different story, I guess. And very valuable. I took quite a few mountain flights with my instructor, Britton. And what I learned in the air with him, just the peace of mind that it gave me and knowing what to do. I mean, it just, first time you're up there and you're by yourself, it's nice having some knowledge of it, but
So you're counting if you have the throttle and the brakes and you're controlling it in the air on a tandem, that counts as a flight.
no, I think that if you pulled the wing up yourself, your feet left the ground and your feet hit the ground yourself. Nobody, nobody's pushing
I've done
you.
that
Nobody,
without an engine.
yeah, nobody. Yeah.
I do a lot of those that I call crashes.
Sustain.
Hey, everybody look up real quick.
Flight.
Ready?
Wait a minute. Let me go to gallery view so everybody can see this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
1,
look cute.
2,
Smile.
3.
Cheeseburgers. I mean, paramotors.
Perfect.
Do it again. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Are you in gallery
Ready?
mode?
1, 2, 3. Everybody look up. Cheese.
Paramotors.
Cool.
All right. Yay.
I do
Yeah,
that
this
every time.
This turned out really nice. You should check that out closely, JP.
Yeah. Send that to our messenger chat and I'll put it up. Cool beans. I tell you this.
Beautiful sunset out there. That's why I was looking out the window. I was like, the sunset is so pretty tonight.
Look, Jade.
I just had to share. Yes.
Hey,
Got
hey,
ugly.
hey, Jade. You've changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. She needs a Snickers. She's not feeling like this.
My name is. I'm gonna have a story. I'm gonna have a channel. It's gonna be all about girls.
As allowed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you definitely need a Snickers.
Yeah. What is that saying for Snickers when that happens? What is that?
Yeah, you're not feeling like
Angry.
They get
Now, something about Betty White. I know that.
Is it angry?
It's because they're so hungry, they're not acting like themselves. They're not recognizing so they need a sticker to satisfy them.
Now we know who watches way too much TV.
We know who's a teacher and has a bunch of students that watch too much TV.
Okay, we'll blame the students for what you know.
TV doesn't have commercials.
Ooh.
Must be warm.
They're still talking about First in Flight, the chat. I'm cracking up.
Oh, what's going on?
Will Kent Stamey said there's a video which means it's true by a famous guy named Will Fly that that's
That
cold
was
hard evidence.
heavily.
North
no.
Carolina is the correct answer.
Wanna go potty? Come on. Go
I'm
potty.
gonna go
Thor?
potty. JP, I thought you were leaving.
JP,
I am leaving.
leaving.
I'm
He's going
leaving.
to potty.
Going to potty. Go potty.
JP's
You don't need to
going
talk to your woman like that. She's a person.
Yeah.
Oh my!
She likes it when I talk down to her like that.
Oh my God.
I'm self.
I would say that I'd have to sleep on the couch, but I don't have a wife, and the wife I did have took the couch, so I can say stuff like that now.
Yeah, Tommy, but look at the smile on your face now. You look like there's
I
been like
know,
a weight
right?
taken off of your chest.
I can fly when I want.
All right, guys, be good. Love you.
See you, JP. Have a good night, buddy.
Later, JP. Have a good one.
Ohio.
See you, JP.
Ohio,
Later.
Ohio.
Bye.
birthplace of flight.
Oh,
we still love you.
Love you.
birthplace
Bye.
of
Have a good
aviation.
one.
I absolutely love Will just poking the bear. It cracks me up.
Bill H says I'm leaving because Ohio didn't win.
Oh,
Like I said,
Come on,
nothing against
Bill.
Ohio. My entire family is from Ohio, so I love that state. But the truth is true. Yeah.
Bill H says I'm leaving because Ohio didn't win.
Why the hell am I watching a commercial during this?
Oh, what do you do to us, Sean? You got us watching commercials.
Well, there's a commercial?
Yeah, during a live.
No. Let me go look. What? Where am I?
Gotta click too fast.
Hey, Will Fly, have you ever flown Kitty Hawk, and how far are you from it?
I have never flown Kitty Hawk, and I want to say I'm a couple hours away from it. I've never been there, but I want to.
Hey, we will be there after Moonshiners.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, but you're not
anybody
gonna be
wants
there
to go
Kitty
with.
Hawk. You're going all the way to the southernmost end, aren't you, Eric?
Yeah, but I can go north. We can go north and go to Kitty Hawk. Just somebody
Man, I
set
would
it up.
I would love to.
I'm going north after Moonshiners. Literally,
You're going north?
I'm headed towards Maine, but if Kitty Hawk's on the way, I could spare a day or two.
Hey, I'd be up for that.
Kitty Hawk's on the way.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean,
Yes.
do you get to pick the commercials that they play, or they just play whatever commercial?
No, you don't get to pick
don't
them.
pick nothing. I'm just
Yeah, this
hear
was
my
a
mouth.
clearly this was a woman for women commercial for women. There was a vinegar truck and a water truck heading into they collided. It was just like whoosh.
And
That was
this
meant
is
for
why
today's
Jade
channel.
does not want to have us on her show.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Actually, Shane is one of the moderators.
Oh yeah, I'm a moderator, but I have to hide behind a couch. I have to crawl behind the couch. I have to get beers for somebody, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of work.
Hopefully, Jack's not on the couch. You'll have to tell him to, get
Oh,
off.
She'll have to do it. Wait a minute, that sounded wrong.
You guys think we could talk JP to Kitty Hawk?
What's that, Will?
Think we could talk JP into coming with us to Kitty Hawk?
Yeah, you can show them where it really happens. Like, evidence.
Has anyone here been to Kitty Hawk?
I have. I used to live in North Carolina.
You been to Kitty Hawk?
Yeah.
Any good places to fly around there?
I
or-
wasn't thinking about flying because I was there back in 1900s of some sorts, before 2000.
Eric Farewell was there on his last summer trip. They stopped by there and they flew, and I think that he flew paramotors there, and it was hard to do. It's like hard to get to or hard to find an LZ. But I mean, if you're serious about it, I can reach out to them about it for sure.
I'm definitely serious about it.
Why don't we
There
do
was somebody that
why
there
don't
was
we
somebody
do
that made a video.
a Kitty Hawk fly-in with Will Fly? Because I was there back in the 1900s of some sorts.
Jim, mute your computer.
Farewell was there.
I just.
Oh, your
sorry,
computer.
Sorry, Jim. I had to mute you.
Yeah, I'd be the wrong person though. I've never been there, so I don't know the first thing about it.
I've seen some people fly.
It's a federal park, guys.
Well,
I seen YouTube videos.
Yeah,
people are flying there.
I think you do
John,
have to
wait,
have
I hear you right. You
special
said that's a
permission. though, don't
federal
You have to have
park.
permission, yeah.
Yeah, you have to have special permission for there. I'm pretty sure.
They'll
I
let
think
you
that
do
I've heard
it,
a few
though.
people. Yeah, I've heard a few people getting special permission for there. I've heard Yellowstone special
So
permission for there.
Yeah.
So it's
Kyle
restricted
Mooney.
airspace then.
Yeah, Kyle Mooney got permission for what is that? South Dakota, the president faces
Rushmore.
Rushmore. Yeah, Rushmore. He got
Rushmore.
special permission for there. So you guys might want to look into getting some communications. That I think that was what Kyle said he had to have to fly at Rushmore was air communication, air traffic control, or something.
You have to have communication, and you have to have a flight plan that you have to let them know how many people you're going to have in your party.
Yeah.
We're actually
That might be something that has to be set up.
Yep. Yeah, but it's not. You don't have to have any certifications or anything like that. You just have to let them know what's going on. And I think they only allow you to get so close to the mountain.
I was
let's
talking
go
about
fly
for
in,
their- I was
Kitty
talking
Hawk.
about for their. I was talking about for their Kitty Hawk trip.
Who'll go to Kitty Hawk? Maybe
I'll go.
Maybe JP will go if we tell him it's in Ohio. I wasn't gonna come on, but I had to gloat a little bit.
How are you, Jim? Man, I see you in the background where you're at. How's it
Yeah.
going?
It's going all right. Cranking out a lot of flights. I've been here since the end of April, so cranking out a lot of flights is easy. We are finishing up with this class, and I'm going to head back up to North Carolina on Friday.
Oh, good deal.
Nice.
Yeah. Brian, you said you're heading up to Maine. When are you doing that trip?
Yeah, so right now I'm planning on going to Moonshiners and then just working my way up to Maine over a period of about a month traveling. Be stopping in Pennsylvania, fly with the Trouts. Got some people in New Jersey area. JP's in Ohio. I don't know. I'm in the planning stages right now, but ultimately I'm gonna go on up to Maine and come back.
Now, Matt Wachowski is down from Maine. He hasn't stopped by yet, but he should be. I'm kind of looking forward to flying with him.
Oh, absolutely. He's the guy that I know in Maine that I'm going to visit.
Is that mainly paramotors?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Cool.
We know him.
But yeah, I'm only about an hour and change west of Kitty Hawk. So if anybody wants to go out there, I'd be thrilled to do that.
So Kitty Hawk, that's pretty famous for what?
Yeah, let's talk about that. What is that famous for?
That's famous for something. I'm not sure what it is. Is that in Ohio? Kitty Hawk, is that in Ohio?
Yeah.
Is JP listening?
I'm sure he's listening, and he's talking to his phone right now.
We get a thumbs down, we'll know where it goes.
Oh man.
Well, where in North Carolina are you again?
What's that?
Where in North Carolina do you live?
A little town called Windsor. It's just west of Edenton.
That's right. You told me that, and I couldn't remember. So, how far is that from Raleigh?
I think about an hour and a half east of Raleigh.
Okay, and then you're an hour and a half from Kitty Hawk.
Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah.
probably about
Raleigh.
3 hours then from Raleigh.
Don't worry about there. Yeah.
Certainly
It'd be worth it. It'd be worth it. You want to do the trip.
Yeah, man. It's definitely on my bucket list.
Okay.
Yeah, me too, man. For sure.
Well, definitely sounds like we need to, I don't know, maybe a small fly-in or something. Just, a couple of people that might listen to our show and just talk about going to Kitty Hawk, when we're going to go, and all that stuff. I wonder Wonder when we're all available to do that.
I'm
Could be
definitely gonna have
interesting.
to sleep. I'm definitely gonna have to sleep on Will's couch under his Christmas tree.
Under his Christmas tree, you must be thinking about December, unless he still has his tree up right now. That can't be what's going on.
Okay.
Only a weirdo would have his tree up right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Real weird.
Or know about the tattoo on your left.
Weirdo that keeps flight logs.
Hey, having a butterfly tattoo is not as bad as having your Christmas tree right up
see
right
it?
now.
Can
Yeah.
you see it?
Wow.
The best part is he's just got to pick it up, open a closet door, and set it in there, and it's put away.
Speaking about closet,
Uh-oh.
did you ever fly with that big long streamer? Last time we saw that you had that big long streamer. You had it right there. You brought it all the way to your closet. So do you have any video of you flying with that streamer yet?
Yeah, it's on the what do you call it? The Bad Apples video I did.
You want to?
That's the first time and the only time I've flown with that.
You want to share it so we can talk about that real quick? I think that's pretty interesting, by the way. Has anybody in the chat or on the panel here ever seen these big long streamers on the back of someone's paramotor wing? Has anybody flown with one of those things before?
Will, did you notice any kind of drag or anything on your wing?
Zero.
Okay.
Really?
Even though it was back there.
How long is it?
It was 20 feet. There's some guys that got like 70. I think it was 75 feet.
Yeah, I
Now, I
have a
don't know
30
if you
footer,
noticed
but I
that.
haven't done it. I've got a 30 footer, and then I got one for my kite that's 90 foot.
Yeah.
And I'm scared to put any of that crap on my wing, man. I was just wondering about that.
No, I mean if it can hold a GoPro,
Face cam.
Thank you. If it can hold that, it's not going to have any trouble whatsoever. With a little streamer. Let me pull this up there.
Anybody in the chat ever fly with one of those big long streamers on the back of your wing by any chance? And if you do, how long is it? Did I really ask that? I'm sorry. I should.
Nick Griffin just said he flew with a 100-footer.
Wow. Hey, look, Shane, there's your buddy.
That's my favorite picture in the whole world right there.
This is my favorite picture right here. Jade.
Angel wings.
See, I'm looking for the
Looking for your streamer?
Yeah.
I made one little clip where I was trying to I found a snake in a grill, I think.
I can't tell you how many times I've watched that, Brian. I crack up every single time. That's just hilarious.
We're gonna have to get Shane, right? We're all gonna have to be in cahoots, and we're gonna have to get Shane sometime in movie.
I got a video I could share with you. Let's see when he gets done.
If you go to ppgshane.com on TikTok, you'll see my buddy getting scared at my house. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh, you got
that was pretty good.
You got the bat in Chris's wing, or his paramotor.
Hey, Will, if someone wanted to go and look at this, full length video, how would they get to your YouTube channel?
They just go to youtube.com/willfly or willflyppg.com.
That sounds like it'd be easier to go to willflyppg.com. I'm just saying.
Probably. I'm gonna have to keep looking for it here, Shane, so he can show his video. Let me stop.
Yeah, I'm looking for mine right now too.
You are?
Okay. Yeah, I actually stuffed it in the wrong folder, and I meant to get it out the other day.
I'm surprised that we haven't shared more videos since we've been talking about paramotors all night. That's a nice trike. Whose trike is that?
That's Eric. Eric Lear.
Is Eric on here or no?
Yeah, that was Eric. There it is.
Yeah, I'm there.
Hey, do me a favor. Can you mute the music?
Yep.
Or else they're gonna yell at me.
Who's they? YouTube?
They is in YouTube.
Oh, I paid for that song. I own the rights to that.
I don't though.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
So Kent Stamey pointed out in JP's defense that maybe JP's just got it confused a little bit because there's this other famous guy in Ohio, Captain something or other, and maybe JP's just thinking of him as the honorable guy that.
Oh yeah, rhymes with squirt.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. So, anyways, I'd like to get a longer streamer. I think I will.
I think all of us
That's what
guys
she
want a
said.
longer streamer.
Yeah, that looks a little short.
Mark H, PPG Trike Jockey just donated $20 towards more free stuff. Thank you, sir. We will
Right.
definitely be giving away a lot more free stuff. We appreciate the donations.
Absolutely.
Can I say one more thing?
You can say whatever you want. We got lots of time.
The video there. I was really, really privileged to meet Jeff Goen. He is just such a swell fella. He's laid back, really approachable. What a nice guy, you know?
He's pretty cool. We gotta try and get him on our show sometime.
He was on our show.
Well,
He was on our show.
Yeah, and then he was on Robert's show too. I think, yeah. I think it was last year or whatever, but he's very nice.
Speaking of being on shows, did you get a hold of the guys from Moonshiners, Sean?
No, I've been busy from sunup to sundown with students and all sorts of stuff. I apologize. If someone can do me a favor, find the guys from Moonshiners and see if they'd like to come on the show and when they would like to come on the show to talk more about Moonshiners. Sorry, I have not been able to, Shane. I'm
just trying to get everybody the info that we've asked.
I need to be whooped. What? Why is there an echo? Who's doing that?
Waller.
What? Waller.
Great screenshot.
Oh, that's right. When
It was what
when Brian turns on his screen share, we have to be quiet. So everybody be quiet.
So here's an experiment. I shut down a web browser. We'll see if that makes any difference. Let's see.
If you shut down a web browser.
Yeah, I had it going. All right. Let's see if we can get past this.
Let's test this one. Nope, it still echoes. I'll be quiet.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I see this one.
This one's real.
Ooh. Is that one snake?
He's in the door jamb where the hangar door closes.
Yeah.
He's about 5 feet long. I stepped right over him right before I took this video. I looked down and saw him between my legs. I was like, oh.
He's always talking about looking down and seeing a 5-foot snake between his legs.
I scared myself.
Is this just the black snake, isn't it? It's just the black snake, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a black racer.
Dang, bloodsucker's gone. Gone.
Yeah. We killed a copper.
Yeah, and I thought of Shane when I saw that one. No, I can identify my snakes. Trust me, man. I've been bit by a copperhead. Spent the night in the hospital.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. That's before my hay bale kicking days. So
if Shane asks you to check the pellets in the pellet grill, beware.
And if you see a cooler that says free beer, way too good to be true. You lift the lid, and then the string is attached to the bottom of the lid to the top of the snake's head. The head of the snake comes up and out.
Mark, man, you were the.
I know it.
I can't believe we didn't get that on.
He got me good, man. I'm glad y'all don't have it on video. That's all I can say.
I wish I got you on video. You running into headbutting Lear's trailer, 3-story trailer or camper. You're trying to headbutt it on full speed.
I had to time it, Bad Apple.
Yeah, man. We had a lot of fun.
I really had a good time. I'm so happy that I went to Bad Apples. I think the next one is going to be Moonshiners and then Kitty Hawk.
I think we're gonna have just as much fun at Moonshiners. I think even better.
I'll be there.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's gonna be hard to top, but I'm willing to give it a try.
Hey, I got something real quick. How about for a free shirt a prediction for the pilots that are registered for Moonshiner in the comments down below, not in the chat, in the comments below. Put in your projection, your guess, your whatever is how many pilots are going to be registered at Moonshiners. And when we go back and we're Moonshiners and they announce it, we'll go back to this video, look at all the comments, and whoever did the correct number will get a free t-shirt. How about that?
You have your comments off? I can't even.
It'll have, yeah, once the live stream is done and then it's a regular video tomorrow, then you can use the live comments. So for all the people that are not watching live, they get a chance of winning.
Hey, Walter had a good idea, and it makes sense. I could just attach another one to the one I already have to make it longer. We're talking about, the streamer.
You're talking about a streamer?
An extension.
Huh?
Actually, Malcolm, when we went and picked them up at the kite store, they told you we could actually attach tails to each other.
We could or we could not.
You can. Yes.
Okay.
So you can touch tips and tie tips. That's nice to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, Sean? What do you think? Will you think it'll be as big as Bad Apples, Moonshiners?
Man, I don't know. I think Bad Apples was so crazy busy because there was so much pent up demand. So it might be.
I'm thinking over 300 for Moonshiners.
I'd say 300 is what came to my mind.
I'm saying 182.
182. Have you been, Shane, before?
Nope.
What's the 182 number for? Is there?
That's my guess of how many pilots are going to be on there.
That's just a guess, or do you have? Okay.
It's just a guess.
Okay.
So it's fact.
I thought he had some like insider knowledge or something because he always has insider.
No, he just spit that number out, random 182.
I'm thinking
182.
Just about everybody that went to Bad Apples will probably go to Moonshiners.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and then some. So if we had 326 at Bad Apples, we probably could make a record at Moonshiners.
Yeah.
And then Dave Purden.
Well, I don't think they got the space for it.
Yeah, they don't have the facilities or the space, is my understanding. But
do you think they would have to turn people away if they exceeded a certain limit of people and pilots over at Moonshiners?
It seems like a great question to ask those who are going to run it. If we could just get a hold of them somehow and.
I mean, it's not like they're inside a building. You're not going to have a fire marshal show up and say, "Hey, you can only have 200 people here." But eventually, you run out of places for people to park. Or they overwhelm bathroom facilities, that kind of things.
Right. Bad Apples was crazy, dude. That was just. I mean, parking there 3-4 deep with trailers and cars. They had nowhere to park anything. Because there were so many people, and that's a large field. I don't know. Like I said, I've never been to Moonshiners, and I don't know how big the area is. But I'm wondering if they're not going to have. I'm wondering if they're going to have the room or not. Like I said, I went back and watched that premiere you reposted, Sean, and I was looking at the camping area, especially after Bad Apples, and I was debating whether or not they're going to have room.
Well, I hope the weather's okay because that's not that far north of where I'm at. In Alabama, my rule is never camp in August. It's just so brutally hot.
Well,
and we're not going to have power connections there. We're going to be running off generators and that kind of thing, right?
I looked at the forecast from the past years, and you're looking at highs of 81 and lows of 58 is the average temperature.
I mean, if that holds, that's perfect almost. A little,
right. I'm saying these are the average. Like I did the Farmer Almanac thing and looked at what the temperatures are normal for that time of year. And
did you factor in global warming?
What's that?
Did you factor in global warming?
No, I should have. It should only be about 78 then.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, I did-
the temperatures in that region, just so that you know, I used to live right there, pretty close to that place. Because of those altitudes, those temperatures will feel much warmer during the day because the sun's a lot more intense at that altitude. It's not the Rocky Mountains, but you definitely feel it.
Right.
And then that temperature just drops as soon as that sun sets and gets low. It's a really nice place, really.
Well, I don't mind running my
camping stuff.
generator all day long and then turning it off and sleeping at night when it's 50 or even if it's 65 at night. I'm fine with that. I wake up every morning, it's 64, 65 in my bedroom. I'm good.
With 10 fans blowing on him.
Yep. Mark, you seen it. I ain't lying when I say I got a ceiling fan, 2 nightstand fans, and one at the foot of the bed and the air conditioner blowing on top of us.
I think if he could fit a couple more in there, he'd do it.
Yeah, I do.
I went to this camper one time and I left. I had to go get my jacket.
Dude, I'm not scared to run that air conditioner.
No, he ain't.
Hey, Sean,
Yeah.
digressing real quick. Last year's Moonshiners, I guess because of COVID, only 70 people went.
70 people.
Yeah.
How about the year before?
Yeah, Nick Griffith's in the chat saying Moonshiners is a lot smaller. Look up Tom Kubat Moonshiners. He probably made a video about it last year.
That was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the election virus pandemic.
Yeah. They didn't have all of us coming.
That's true. That was still during COVID.
And COVID is over. Everybody's happy and excited. So
2020 is good for vision, not for years.
Bullseye.
oh, that's a good one.
Mark said bullseye. Mark comes in with a zinger.
I was just texting Cody.
Yeah, man. I had a blast with y'all down there. I'm just seeing y'all and getting to meet everybody was just a plus.
Were you there, Mark?
Oh no, I got left out of everything.
Yeah, you didn't see Mark. You didn't see Mark fly by. I mean, his
tent fly by.
Yeah, his tent fly by.
Yeah.
He rode a one wheel. He rode an electric unicycle or no, a Segway, I think.
Took out a 10-year-old.
Yeah, I bought 2.
Oh yeah. Beat up a 10-year-old.
Yeah. I think she was up actually. He took me out on the one wheel. There's video.
Did you ever ride the chair on the one wheel?
I tried it, man. It kept dumping me. I couldn't do it. You're a pro.
Oh,
that is hard.
Which reminds me, you got video of me, right, Brian, of me riding your one wheel at the chair? Because I never got that.
Maybe. What, you want to see it?
Yeah. If you got it, because I never got that. You never airdropped it to me, so I am without proof that I actually did it. Therefore, it never happened.
That's about right.
First time.
This is the way.
Dude, I have so much video from Bad Apples. I haven't processed anything from Bad Apples yet.
Oh, because you're working so much at your job.
That's exactly right, skinny chef.
I mean, if I had a 5-foot black snake between my legs, I would be I'd be preoccupied too.
I hear you.
Oh boy.
I got a video of you. Oh, wait, here we go.
Real quick, a shout out to my mom. She's always watching the show. So hi, Mom. I'm glad you could hear Shane talk about the big black snake between Brian's leg. Everybody loves that.
I forget about that.
Y'all want to see it?
Yeah.
No,
what, the snake? What?
No, we do not want to see it.
It's been a fun night. Good night, all. I'm out of here.
Are you going to share that, Brian? I don't want. My screen is not 5 feet. I don't know how I'm going to see this thing.
All right, Jim. Have a good night, sir.
Hey, good night, Jim.
Bye, Jim.
Jim's out of here. See you later, Jim. Thanks for joining us.
Jim,
I really like Monday night. It's fun to hang out.
That was all the excuse he needed to leave us, huh? I don't blame him. All right, here we go.
Oh, there's
oh,
the grandpa. There's the grandpa.
Your first try. First try.
First try. First,
Are we
first try.
pooping? Are we
First try.
pooping?
Boy, that's a
Oh.
big that's a big boy right there.
Whoa!
That's a
Yep. Whoa! That's what kept happening. That's what kept happening to me.
And he's gone.
That's funny. That's funny.
Left brake. Left brake.
You're coming back. You're coming back.
Is he gonna go in the corner? Go in
Or hang himself. Or hang himself.
Oh, we got a gyro. All right.
And that was the last we saw. That was the last we saw.
Yeah. Basically.
I'm his
See him to
evil
the
twin
next
brother,
day.
apparently. I'm a skinnier twin brother.
Hey, Sean took that all the way back to Arkansas.
Yes, I did. That was a fun ride.
How do you turn on that when you're sitting in the chair?
Just like a skateboard.
You got to sit and spin to one side or the other.
Twist.
Oh, those were awesome.
That thing.
I remember the sit spin.
I would love to get one. Mark and Amy, they have some Segways, and we were playing around with those at the little fly-in on Saturday. That was fun too. I don't know if I want to get a Segway or a one wheel or what. Real quick, anybody? Is there anybody in the chat, or are they all gone? I probably are all gone. If anybody's in the chat, do you guys have a Segway or a one wheel? Do you want a Segway or one wheel? Which one do you like the best? Because I'm still up in the air. I'm still up in the air about it. I just don't know what I want yet.
I think
I
the
bought-
non is safer.
Can you?
I bought the most expensive one wheel.
Well, when you're rich, you can do that.
I bought a golf cart. So I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about falling off of it. Well, that's not true.
Did you get it brand new, or did you find a used one? Because I'm thinking about getting a golf cart too.
No, I had one custom. I had a brand new one custom built.
His looks like one that Snoop Dogg would own.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's Snoop Dogg, but it is a very noticeable golf cart. How about that?
I just said that because of all the bling.
Because of what?
Because of bling.
Lots of bling.
Yeah.
Bill H said something about a club car can carry a paramotor. Is there a difference between a club car and a golf cart? I mean, one of those electric golf carts?
Club cart is a golf cart.
Okay,
Yeah.
same thing. Okay.
That's what I use at home, man. I got a regular golf cart that's made to strap 2 bags on the back of it. And my paramotor, the little feet on my Parajet frame, fit perfectly on there. And I can use those straps to hold it. I mean, I just throw my motor on the back, throw the wing on the roof, and go anywhere on the property and take off. And just leave the golf cart. It's absolutely perfect for carrying a paramotor around.
That's cool.
Actually, the guy that flew over 200 miles at Swanee at what was it, September? We had the Swanee fly in, the second one. The guy that flew in from over 200 miles, he asked me for a ride because he landed in the middle of the field and had to go all the way up to the other end. And I was like, yeah, he just jumped on the back and kept his paramotor on his back and held onto the roof. And I took him back over to his trailer.
I'll tell you what I saw out there at Bad Apples that I really, really like and I would love to have is those Groms, those little motorcycles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, those things, I rode one and I didn't want to get off of it, man. That thing was fun.
Yeah, it carried both of us.
I'm talking about one I rode.
I thought that's wrong.
Oh, look at Red. Oh, look
Oh,
at Red.
what's up, Red? What's up, Red?
The baby, the baby.
Yeah, look at Red laying in that grass, about to get his daddy all infected.
Oh, you want to see some of the aftermath of that?
And that's what I was going to tell you. Then Brian went home.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny though when I got there. Brian was telling me about his little rash thing that started to pop. He goes, "Man, I don't know if it's T-shirts that people's been giving me. I don't know what's giving me this rash."
Poor Brian.
Yeah, I didn't know, dude. I was through the process of elimination, and this was Friday when I went home. I was at the doctor's office. This is what my leg looked like. So that was pretty much covering my whole body.
Oh gosh.
They ever find out what it was?
On the grass.
It's a pesticide.
Pesticide?
Yeah, I mean, it's something from the grass. It's either a pesticide or a herbicide. I don't know. I thought about trying to follow up with Bad Apple's ownership and find out what they were spraying out there, just so I would know what I'm allergic to, but I never did. But it's for sure that, because I removed myself away from the LZ, and then I went back against my doctor's orders and on Saturday for the day, and I stayed out of the grass and stuff. And at the end of the day, I picked Red up, my bare arms, put them in the back seat of the truck when I was leaving.
You have bare arms?
Yeah, literally from a shirt sleeve down. So literally on the way home, my arms started itching, and I let them out when I got back. And after I got home, I was thinking about it for a while. So, what's the common denominator here? What did I touch? And it was Red, and it's because he had been rolling in the grass all day. And
your dog's red, and you have a red rash. I got it now. I understand.
I'm glad you explained that for some of the listeners out there. They might That's funny.
Hey,
Well,
so
that's
Brian,
guy.
was it itching, or was it just hot feeling and burning, or what was it?
It itched little. I mean, literally the first we got there so early that I had been there for 5 days by the time a lot of y'all were getting there and showing up. And I was eating like 5 Benadryl a day just to keep the rashes under control. I'd eat a Benadryl or 2 and the rashes would go away. And then it would come back a little worse. And I'd eat more Benadryl and they go away. They come back worse. And yeah, we were literally the first couple of days we were out there. This is such a nice grass. We were literally rolling in the grass and laying in it and just talking about how nice it was. And it is. It's the nicest grass I've ever seen in my life. It's literally like a golf course green, the entire LZ. And yeah.
It's also the most potent you've ever met.
Yeah, it is, man. That's the strongest grass I ever had.
That grass, I'm gonna run his ass off.
So that's what he did the first 5 days. Now we know. Yeah.
Interesting. Hey, real quick, just for fun, if anybody's out there listening, which I don't know if people are still listening this late anyway, do you guys know anything about electric golf carts? How much should you spend on a used one? Where could I find one? If you have one that you don't want, email me at ppggrandpa@gmail.com. And I need one for the school. I think it'd be really wise to have one for the school.
So, what to look out for? What not? What are some red flags used?
What's that, Amy?
And if you're going to buy a used one, what are some red flags to look out for?
There's the beast.
There's the golf cart.
That's Shane's?
Golf cart.
If you want to give that to me, I will take that as a donation.
Wow, give it to you.
Look
Good
at those
Lord.
wheels.
Give it to me, baby.
Where'd it go?
One more time.
Hold on. There.
Yeah, look at those wheels, man.
That's sick, dude.
Hey, Shane, is that electric or gas?
Electric.
Boogie woogie woogie.
So, Sean, why do you prefer electric over gas, or do you not really know why?
I'm a hybrid guy. I like electric, and if I could drive a Tesla, I would. But I got myself a Honda Insight, which is really good. I mean, it gets amazing gas mileage. But if I could get a Tesla, I don't have that money right now. I would drive electric, and I think that electric is the way we're all going to go in no time. So, plus, it's easy to transport. Just plug it in and charge it, and I don't know. I like electric. It's electric.
We got a
went-
gas one.
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Shit.
I was just gonna say I went with the electric one because we go camping, and some of the campgrounds that we go to, they don't allow gas motored golf carts because they're so loud. But the electric ones, you can sneak up behind somebody or whatever; they'll never hear you coming.
I just found one that might work, actually. Can I share this real quick? I just found this on like one of the marketplaces. It looks kind of like Shane's, except it's not
ones are
green.
nice, man.
Yeah,
For the quietness and whatnot. But I mean, it depends on how where you're going to store it. If you're going to have access to shore power, constant power, that kind of thing, to keep it charged. You're going to have to replace the batteries every 4 or 5 years, probably.
I'd get it. I'd get a new one. I don't think I'd replace the batteries. I'd just get a new one.
Oh, it's a lot cheaper to replace the batteries and get a whole new one. I mean, get a whole set of batteries for like $500.
Oh, then I'd keep this and just replace the batteries. I thought it was like an old Prius where cost $3,000 for the batteries, and the Prius is worth $2,000 type of thing.
How much?
There'll be six. The Prius?
Yeah, no, Sean, the golf cart you just pulled up there.
That was $4,100. That was $4,100 up in Rogers, Arkansas. I'm looking through Facebook Marketplace right now, and the cheapest one I saw so far is it's a 2009, $4,100. Oh wait, no, it's in Little Rock. It's in Little Rock. The other one was in Rogers. I might have to go take a look at it. What do you think? Oh, wait a minute.
I gotta go to Little Rock tomorrow.
I don't think that there's a back end to it. You guys take a look at this real quick and tell me, does that have the back end where you can sit and put a paramotor?
No, but that's the design of my gas powered paramotor. It's made for 2 golf club bags on the back, so there's no back seat.
Okay, I need one with a back seat, right?
Yeah, that's perfect for carrying a paramotor on the back of for a single person to use. But if you're gonna have a school, you're gonna need multiple seats. You're gonna need a bus, a golf cart bus.
Yeah, I don't need a bus just yet. I just need to be able to, grab the students, because when we do the tow machine, they tow up, then they continue, and then they land all in one, one.
I'll tell you this: if your students are going to stand on the back of the golf cart with a motor on their back, and you're going to ride them to the other end of the LZ, that type of design is better than the one you're showing now. Yeah. It's harder to stand on the back of one of those.
Yeah, mine's got the little step, but it doesn't have that bar that's in the center there.
Yeah.
This one's $10,000. So
Rick has an idea. He said to check with your local golf courses and buy the old.
Oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah, we got one center of Conway, a big old golf course. I guess I could ask. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll go there and check that out.
I can almost guarantee you, Sean, that you've got a company close to you that does golf carts, and you could probably find a good use.
Yep. Just a word of caution: anything you're getting from a golf course, because they're getting rid of, it's probably pretty damn well used.
Yep.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It's probably going to need batteries, and the batteries.
Yeah, most of the time you're just going to need batteries.
Yeah, there ain't much go wrong with the electric golf cart. You got a motor, you got batteries, you got a speed controller. That's about it.
Yep.
You can get butane too.
We strap on a paramotor on the back, you get afterburners.
Dude, that's right. We don't even need one with batteries. You just stand up with the paramotor and go, brrrm. There you go.
Seen it done many a times.
There you go.
I've used a golf cart at the golf course before that's not electric. It's some kind of gas. I don't know what gas they're using, but
It's either like butane or propane. I think it's propane. And it's when you push the gas pedal, it starts up and fires up. Once you let off of it, it kills itself.
I hope it doesn't kill itself.
What was this? Was that the gas or the electric one?
The gas.
Gas.
Yeah, I was helping somebody at the airport, and we were actually towing. We had an airplane had a flat tire. Put the airplane, that tire or that wheel, on a dolly, and we were trying to hold on to the prop as we were being pulled by the golf cart or whatever. But it was a gasoline engine, and man, there was no smooth acceleration. He couldn't, he kind of. So I probably the electric would be a lot smoother.
This one is the cheapest one I found. It's $3,500. It's an actual vehicle. It looks like it's street legal.
That looks pretty cool.
That means I could actually drive it, put the paramotor on the back.
Yeah, actually
Can you imagine that?
You can impress all your friends with that one, Sean.
Hey, Sean, if I'm not mistaken, that one actually has air conditioning in it.
Wow.
But
for that one.
Those batteries in that one are $600 or $700 a piece.
Dang.
Well, how many goes in there?
I don't know how many in that one, but normally in a regular golf cart, it's 6 batteries. Whether there's it's a 36 volt or a 48 volt.
Yeah.
I was just texted and told not to buy used electric carts from golf carts because they are wore out.
Yeah, dude, think about it. When does a golf course replace theirs? I mean, they're going to be pretty rough. I mean, otherwise they'd be fixing them.
Yeah, my dog said the same thing. It's gonna be rough. All right, I'm gonna stop saying that, but it's hilarious. All right, maybe I need to look into getting a little electric car thingy, like whatever that was that I just saw. What was that?
Segway. You started off on a Segway, now you want a golf cart.
Hey, you know what? I think the golf cart and this little Gem E2 thing or whatever is cheaper than a Segway. I don't know. It looks like it's more fun.
One wheels are expensive and they're a lot of fun. I don't think they give you too much utilitarianism over a Segway. I think I've seen people haul their motors and wings out to the field and back on both of them. Segways are a lot cheaper. You're asking earlier which one to get, man. I've ridden them, both of them, a bunch, and I've got a one wheel. I love my one wheel, man, but you can't hardly beat the affordability and the stability of the little 2-wheel Segways. I mean, they're pretty solid.
Yeah, I need to stop thinking about myself and thinking about my students and, what I can do for them to make, their time easier on the field and stuff too. And I think having a little golf cart would probably be the wise thing to do. That way, as they get towed up and they come back down, they're way across the field. Now I can go get them so they don't have to lug, they're winging themselves all the way back. That's kind of exhausting. Which reminds me, you guys, did you get towed at your school? How high did you go if you did? And how many tows did you get before you put your motor on your back? Anybody?
I didn't tow at all.
I got 2 tows and probably, 2 tows before I put a motor on my back.
I had 3.
So for me, we did on the trikes, we were towed just to kite the wing, but we were not put into the air.
How were you towed then?
You were towed on your trike.
Yep.
Out the motor running just so you could kite the wing on the ground, right?
Correct.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do with my triker peoples.
Yep. And then we didn't go airborne at all. When we went airborne, we had the motor running, accelerating and going.
Okay.
My very first tow up at Aviator, they towed me a little too high and far, and I actually landed, overshot the LZ and landed on my butt, my very first landing on asphalt.
Ooh. Man.
Ass to ass.
Say that one more time. You what?
I landed right on my butt on the asphalt.
You landed on your butt on your toe. You said.
No, not on his toe, his butt.
Wait. Who's on first?
I'm not falling for it, damn it.
So on your toe, you landed on your butt. Okay, gotcha. All right. Interesting.
Good thing your butt didn't land on your toe.
Yeah. very first thing, man. I guess you could say I sat down on the job.
Yep. All right, it's 9:30. Do you guys want to continue talking live, or do you want to go for a private for 30 minutes before I get yelled at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock?
Yeah,
Let's go private.
We're going to go private. We're talking about toes and butts. We better go private.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Doug Martin might jump in the after show. So, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, that sounds good. Let me go ahead and put the, I don't even, that scares me with that guy that popped in like that.
That freaked me out.
Like, what the
I mean, does that mean everybody's Zoom account got hacked now, or?
No, I have it to where, okay, normally they have it set up for Zoom where you have to be in a waiting room, and then we have to approve you to be to log in.
It's in front of the box. I lost visual of the spider, and here's my flip flop. Kill that thing. There it is.
Oh, don't kill it.
Oh man.
I got it.
Brutal.
Why are you throwing the flip flop at me?
There's a domestic going on in Florida.
Anybody got another mosquito?
Come on.
No killing spiders. I'm running from them things.
Give me a beer, kill that spider, man. I just hear it. I hear it all the time.
Did you see that spider in the cockpit, Shane?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
That's
were
good.
laughed. Did you hear? They were just having a good old time. They thought it was the funniest thing.
Bro, we'd have some problems.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Dude, I
what
don't
if
like
you saw a spider on you while you're flying a paramotor?
I will tell you this much, God's honest truth. I took almost $1,000 bow that I have for hunting, and I looked up. The sun started coming up, and I happened to see a spider on top of my bow that was laying across the shooting rail, and I flicked my bow off the 16 feet down, smacked the ground. I was like, and it's a spider, bro. I'm out. Not doing it.
I'm guessing about a 16-point buck walked out about that point.
No, didn't see anything that morning, but it could have been because I screamed, but we were left that part out.
Can we hear that scream?
Shane,
Scream.
Ah.
Shane, I'll tell you a story about spiders. I had an all-female crew in the Army, and they were a security force for a helicopter coming in with nukes on board. And so they set up a perimeter, and the Chinook comes in, and it kicked up one of those spiders' nests. And those little spiders, on the strings, hundreds, thousands of them, went every direction all over these women, and my security force disappeared. I mean, they took off. We had nukes on the ground and not a weapon to protect them.
Oh God! Now I got the heebie-jeebies.
I don't know what a heebie or a jeebie is, and I'm hoping that I never get those.
It's a Michigan thing. The heebie.
Brian had the heebie-jeebies, I think, at deployment.
Oh, well, he took something for that and got rid of it.
Freaking 5 Bennett drills in a day, man. If I take one of those, it knocks me out.
Exactly. That helps me sleep at night.
Yeah, absolutely. It does me too, man. But I try to fight my way through it. There's a lot of people that I met for the first time there, and I met them. I was groggy, and I didn't talk to them as long as I wanted to, probably. And I feel bad about that, but nah, it sucked.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you came back.
I am too, or else I would not have been able to hang out with you. So thank you for coming back and hanging out. That was awesome.
If I take one of
those. That knocks me out.
Walter's here with his computer on.
Walter, what's up, buddy?
I just fixed it. I think
We
I
were just
fixed it.
we were just saying before before the show today is that we looked at your podcast that you did with us, and you had high ratings.
Thank you.
Everyone loved you.
Yeah, I rewatched it, and I was a bit disappointed. A few things didn't come out real well. I should have had my camera, but when I started it up, which is what I wanted everyone to hear, it didn't work out. And yeah, I was a little bit peeved off about that.
Well, you know that you could do a regular video, and we can share it here next week when we come here and talk to everybody. So do a video, upload it to YouTube, and we'll share it.
Yeah, well, a few of my mates saw it, and he said, "Oh, you should have pushed it outside." And I said, "Yeah, but it was raining before. I was hoping it was going to be a good day, and I was actually going to put it on the concrete closer to the house, you know.
Right.
If it was a nice day. But yeah, we're in winter here, so 1 minute it's shining bright, next minute it's cloud over, next minute it could be a little shower, you know, or a big shower. So
right.
Yeah, I left it inside, but if I pulled it outside, you would have seen more of the shine of the machine. And
no, we're glad that you didn't pull it out and for us to see it shining. But on that note, it's 9:30. I want to hang out with everybody privately. So real quick, we're going to head on out. You can always go over to ClearProp TV, watch our show, fill out the form, get some free stickers. Just request it. Kent Stamey, don't forget to go there and let us know that you won a t-shirt. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody, for donating. All the donations come right back to you in free shirts and free gifts and stickers, so we appreciate you. Don't forget, tomorrow you can go over to ppgshane.com. We're going to be hanging out over there with Shane. On Wednesday, we're going to be hanging out with Flying Flamingo. You can find her at paramotorgirl.com. And let's go ahead and go around real quick and let everybody know who you are and where they can find you. Shane, let's go ahead and start with you, sir.
I am paramotor.
You're a paramotor.
Oh,
You're
my
paramotor
goodness.
girl. Oh my
I'm
goodness, you
paramotor
changed.
I am ppgshane.com or Never Trust the Skinny Chef Shane on YouTube. I have a show on Tuesday nights. We just hang out, pretty much BS about whatever, and have a good time doing it. And hope to see you guys there.
Absolutely. Well, I'll be there for sure. I love it. Brian Haybill Waller, he's not here, but you can always find him and his crazy shenanigans over at ppgbrian.com. We got Will Fly, ppg.com. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, mister.
Yep. Will Fly, and you can find me at YouTube at youtube.com/Will Fly or willflyppg.com. And I love flying paramotors and making videos about it.
And you do a really good job, and we appreciate what you do for the sport. We also got ppglear.com, the husband of Flying Flamingo Jade, or paramotorgirl.com. Tell us a little bit about you, and if your lovely wife is around, what she's going to be doing on Wednesday.
Yep, you can find me at ppglear.com, and Jade will be doing her new show on Wednesday nights, 7 o'clock Central Time, I do believe. And it's going to be an all-girls show. It should be pretty awesome. Thank you very much, Sean and Shane, for you guys' help for getting us set up for this. It will be a lot of fun times, and I know she's going to be asking you guys for a lot of help because I can't help her.
I think I'm going to put on a wig, a nice long wig, and and join the show in the background. No one will know. I mean, you can't tell by the beard or anything, but yeah, definitely. We're definitely going to go there. So that's Wednesday night. Just go to paramotorgirl.com, check that out, and see if you want to be on the show. Just hang out. Yeah. So how do we get up with Jade real quick? She's on Facebook. Is that how we would get up with her, or an email, or what would we do to get up with Jade?
Yep, under Facebook, under Flying Flamingo Jade.
Flying Flamingo Jade. All right. So if you want to be on her show, be a guest, be a guest, be a guest. See, I watch too much commercials too. Go over there and check out Flying Flamingo Jade. All right, we got Linda Anderson. She is our cheerleader. You can find her at paramomusa.com. And she has a son that's quite popular that does something also. What's going on over there?
Yep. You can find me hanging out on Thursday nights at paraglidingtalk.com. On on Thursdays, and Robert always has awesome guests, and we always have a fun after show, and it's all good. So join us.
Also, too, if you guys want to be on this show, you get up with Linda Anderson. You can find her at paramomusa.com. That forwards over to her Facebook page. Just say, hey, I want to be on PPG Grandpa's Paramotor podcast. Or she probably will hook you up with ppgshane.com's podcast and paramotorgirls.com. You know what?
Right.
You are... And Robert's show. Oh my gosh. You have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You book everybody. That's amazing. I love it.
I have a full week.
You do.
I love it. Hanging out with all my crazies.
That's awesome. Hey, Brian Haybill is here. So real quick, let's talk with Brian Haybill. Waller, how do we get up with you? And where's all your crazy shenanigans at?
ppgbrian.com is where you can find me at. We need a new website for Red. Is PPG Red available?
I don't know. We'll have to check that out and find out.
Just got to teach him to fly paramotors first, and then he'll be PPG Red.
That'd be cool. We'll definitely have to do that. I'd ask John Wayne about his stuff.
I've got a YouTube channel now.
Oh, well, tell us about it, man. Tell us about it.
One of my grandkids set up a channel, and it's geriatric PPG. You've probably seen it posted there in the chat.
Oh, that's you, geriatric PPG.
There's some videos out there. Yeah.
Now it all comes together. Now we know. Yeah. We thought we had another geriatric guy, but it was just you.
If I turn on the computer, it comes up as geriatric, I guess. The kids take care of it. I don't.
Your grandkids are awesome. We need to definitely send them some stickers for giving you that name for sure. And of course, Walter in the background, he's from Down Under. You can always find him at the honorary ppgwalter.com. Even though he is a PPC, we honorary gave him the PPG.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, so is everything upside down over there? I don't understand. How's that work?
The weather is, you're warm and we're cold. But
is it true when you flush the toilet, the water goes backwards?
Well, I was trying to suss out yours the other day. You know, your little vlog that you did about fixing your toilet?
Yeah.
And I think you had the wrong part in there. You should have had a right-hand one because your water was going the other way.
Oh, that's what happened. My water was going the wrong way in the toilet. I had an Australian inside guts. I should have had the American. Okay, my fault. Suck.
There's a left and a right-hand unit. So depending on which one you use, the water goes.
See, I used the Australian guts. Darn it!
I honestly tell you. Because your water comes out a bit different in your toilets to ours. Yours seems to come out from one area, doesn't it?
I don't know. I guess we can discuss toilets later. Let's go ahead and go to the after show real quick.
Sorry.
And we'll come back. You'll come back next week on Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time to clearproptv.com. PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, if you're searching for us on iTunes, or just go to paratalk.org and you'll find us over on our audio podcast. And also, if Shane, ppgshane.com, can remember to hit record, we'll also do the bonus podcast on his. Hey, and Jade's too. So Jade, make sure that you hit record and we'll have her bonus podcast on PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to go over to ppgshane.com tomorrow. Don't forget to go over to paramotorgirl.com on Wednesday. And what's that other one, Linda Anderson? ParamoUSA.com. And paraglidingtalk.com. paragliding.com on Thursday.
Oh, yes, paragliding.com.
Or something like that. And we'll see y'all later. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you. We had a great time, and we'll see you next week. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Good show.
So the live stream on YouTube is done, and now we're going to say goodbye to everybody on our audio. Real quick, everybody that's listening to us still, I don't know why you are, but we appreciate you. Go over to clearproptv.com, fill out that little form, let us know that you want some free stickers. We'll send them out to you. We'll catch you next time. Later.